What's up, guys, and welcome to the Isn't It Crazy podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Perez, and today we got Racine with us. Did I say that right? I
Yeah.
always fuck up names
Yeah,
once
no.
you're in here. All right, so if you guys are listening to this on Spotify or anywhere else you get this podcast from, just know that I do have a video version of the show on YouTube. Just go on there and search up the Isn't It Crazy podcast. And while you're there, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, what's up, man?
What
Finally, I got you in here.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been trying to come by, but I had school and stuff.
All good, yeah. What school do you go to?
I go to ISU.
Oh yeah, what do you major in?
Right now just mass media communications type
Oh
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sounds.
always like media, so I wanna be in that realm.
Are you gonna like market stuff and stuff?
Um Kinda, yeah. Especially with the whole YouTube stuff. I just wanna be in the media, and marketing would be dope too to learn. Because I learned that with the majors, it's more about the skills that you get with majors rather than the actual like major. You just want to be able to get a couple skills that you put on your resume,
Uh huh.
and then I just want to take those skills. I feel like the skills that they probably teach me
The
be
ex-
beneficial for what I want to do in life.
like the experiences, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna open a lot of doors for you too, because people see that you've already done what they want you to do,
yeah,
so they'll be like, "Come on in." Well, you'll be like helpful to the group.
yeah, definitely. That's what I really want to do. Like just um come in with a bunch of skills
Hmm.
and just be able to help people, and then also help myself too, because I want to be in media and just doing little stuff like that.
That's awesome. Well, you guys have like, what would you say your channel is right now?
It's kind of like a animation channel. Like
Hmm.
I don't know if you ever heard of Swoozy.
No, I've never heard of
Really?
that.
Swoozy, he does like these story time animation channels, but like he kind of animates it, and he tells like about his experiences and all that stuff. But it's like in a funny way where it's like comedy and entertainment.
Uh
Like
huh.
he entertains them,
Yeah.
and I love Swoozy. Like since I was like in middle school, like I used to religiously watch him all the time. Like I would watch his
Subscribe. Yeah.
yeah, I'd watch his videos like 7 times. Like even if I knew like what was going on, I'd still watch it just because I love Susie so
Over and
much.
over again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over and
Yeah.
over again, and then type stuff. And then when I was a kid, I used to tell my own stories, and like super funny in the same way, same manner as him. And people were like, "Yo, you should do the same thing, kind of thing." And I was like, "Oh, that'd be kind of dope," but I never really took it seriously until like time went on. People were like, "Yo, like you're a funny ass dude." I'm like, "Oh, bet." And then I'm like, "Damn, I kind of want to do it like just shoot my shot, just
Yeah.
do something I like because I really do like entertaining and talking and all that stuff." And I remember I was telling Carlos, and
Yeah.
then Carlos was like, "Oh, I can animate for you." And I was like, "Really? That's dope." I was
Let's
like,
get it.
because I can't really like draw, and Carlos is like probably the best drawer I know.
It's pretty good. Yeah, he gets like the characters show the emotion that you want
Oh yeah.
in the videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw his drawing in middle school, I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "Damn, this like detail." Like me and my brother were looking at like, "Sheesh."
That's great.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Well, the subjects that you talk about are fucking hilarious too. I mean, you talk about being like the side dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's something my cousin like taught me about. Um, just a lot of funny like things that I like that come to mind, and I just want to talk about. I want to talk about more funny stuff and like topics first, and then go into like funny stories. Like now, after we're working on this one video, like how rap's gonna be in the future. Like by the time we're like what 40, and I feel like that's gonna be a real good funny video. And
Okay.
after that, I want to do like more funny stories, like funny experiences, because just being in college, like I've had so many goofy ass stories I could tell, and I just want to like animate those.
Well, how many? Is this your first year in college?
No, I'm about to be in my senior year.
Oh shit! So
Yeah,
you've done a couple of things out there,
yeah,
huh?
I'm a veteran now. Yeah,
God,
I'm a veteran.
what's the craziest thing you've done in college that
Great.
won't get you in trouble? I
Yeah.
guess,
Let me.
or if you want to get in trouble, I don't give a fuck.
Oh man, there's a lot. I mean, there's uh, let's see. I've partied with Nelk, like the Nelk boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then probably one of the goofiest things is that comes to mind is there was this guy named Nick, right?
Hmm.
So he lived on the same floor, and then he was talking to this girl, this shorty, and like they were kind of like a little bit of a thing and all that. And then he used to go to her crib all the time, like her dorms. But the thing is, she didn't really have a TV, so he'd bring his stuff to her room because he just basically stayed there more at her spot more than his own dorm.
Yeah, yeah.
And then eventually, like, he's like, they stop talking, they start arguing and less and less. And then he starts hanging out with us more, and we're like, "Yo, aren't you with your girl?" He said, "Nah, bro, like something happened." We're like, "Oh, okay." Like we just thought,
It
yeah,
broke up, yeah.
yeah. And then he's like, "You know what, bro? I'm gonna need my TV back." And I'm like, "Your TV back?" He's like, "Yeah, I left." Like he'd bring all his shit to her stuff because he spent more time in her room. She's like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to take my TV back." I'm like, "All right, let's ask her." He said, "Nah, bro, she's not gonna give it back." I'm like, "What you mean she's not gonna give it back?" Like, she's just not gonna give it back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to, what's the word? Make up with her, right? And
Yeah,
y'all just gonna sneak into her room, unplug the TV, and just basically rob it.
yeah. Uh-huh.
So he's like, "I'm gonna send you a text." He goes to her room. He's like, the future text, like, "Hey, baby girl, like, I'm sorry, like, type
I'm
shit.
thinking about you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
miss you." And he goes in there and he's telling us to like, "Yo, go." And then I'm like, "Okay." So it's me, this dude Balaji, and Joe. We're walking through the dorm, and then I'm like, "Damn, we really about to rob a fucking TV." And
That's a
then,
heist. You guys
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
like cameras everywhere. I'm like, "Damn, like this looks suspect, bro." And I'm
Yeah.
like, and then two of us are black, right? So I'm like, "Yo, this shit's not gonna look good."
It's already
Yeah, it's already kind of sus. So
yeah.
like, so he texts us, and we slowly open the door, and we start creeping in, and then he hears us, so he takes her into the room, and we're like, "Fuck, okay, let's start unplugging this shit." And then we're like unplugging it, and then she's like, "What's that noise?" He said, "Oh," like we could hear him in the room, like, "Oh, come on, like just focus on this, like let's watch
Yeah,
this
yeah.
movie." And I'm like, "How the fuck do we unplug this thing?" Because it's like plugged into the walls and shit,
Yeah.
like difficult. I'm like, "Man, fuck this." And then like her neighbor comes out, and she's like, she just sees like three guys, like the door's kind of open because we had like this guy Joe opening the door.
Uh-huh.
She's like, "What the fuck?" Like she just sees two black dudes in the room,
Stealing the
yeah,
TV.
stealing the
Yeah.
TV. And we like, "Fuck." And then she's like, Do you live here?" Because she knew the girl that lived there. And we're like, "Shit." Like we didn't want to be loud, so like Joe's trying to talk to her. And then she's like, "Nah, like, yo," and she starts trying to like get the whole hallway on us. And we're like, "What the fuck?" And then like people start coming out, and I'm like, "Yo," I'm like, "Just grab the TV." We grab it, like finally just yanked the bitch out, and then we
Yeah.
start running, and then people are like, "Yo, he's stealing that TV," and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And we're just like, "Go, go, go!"
So you're
And we,
running down the
yeah,
hallway
we're
with
all,
the
yeah, we
TV.
get to the elevator, and then we're like, "Damn, bro!" Like people like coming at us, they like thinking that we robbed it, and then she's like, they're calling like the RA and stuff like that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then we get out, and we're running out like the building. We're like, "Yo, Nick, come on, come on." He's like, "All right, bet." And he runs out, and there's like a little crowd, and then he like runs out, and then all you see like the girl. She opens up the window, the girl that Nick was messing with.
Yeah.
She's like, "You ain't shit. You ain't shit." And he said, "I know I ain't shit, bitch." And then like we're like, "Oh shit!" And then they start like,
Start running away.
yeah, crazy. Just a lot of crazy stuff like that.
At least you guys got away with it.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn, bro, we really just like went in there and just robbed the fucking TV." Like,
That's what you gotta do. Hey, when your boy needs help, that's what you gotta do. You gotta steal
yeah,
a TV. I don't know how I wouldn't steal anything more expensive than a TV. Like he's like, oh, let's go get this car. I'd be like, no,
oh,
I'm
nah.
good, I'm good. But
Yeah,
if it's your TV, I'm down. I'm down
yeah,
to go.
type
Yeah,
shit. That's probably like the most appropriate like crazy story. Like I got like a lot like,
inappropriate ones.
yeah, like yeah, just like, yeah,
I mean, it.
just
This show is about how much you're willing to share.
oh yeah. I mean, fuck. Let's see.
Cause I've done some raunchy shit.
Oh yeah, I did some pretty raunchy shit too.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's what
usually,
college is for, like to
yeah,
experiment and stuff like that. Yeah.
definitely. Like, oh
Experiment.
my fucking
Yeah.
god, bro. Like, I think those are probably like the best years so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, just being a fucking delinquent, I guess.
For real, just like a little hood rat. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
getting
dude.
slimy.
We used to go to different colleges, and it changes that dynamic because, like, you're not gonna get in trouble. The most you could get is
Yeah,
arrested. But if you do it at your own school, you might get like expelled or whatever. They might kick you out.
yeah.
But if you go to like Northwestern or U of I, you can do whatever the fuck you want,
Oh
and all
yeah,
they're gonna do is put you like in that drunk tank at the end of the night, and That's it. So
Yeah,
we used to get rowdy as fuck out there.
really, yeah.
Yeah. One time I went to Northwestern and we literally just start drinking the moment we get there. Like my boys, she his older sister had a sorority out there. So
Oh,
we
yeah?
stayed in the sorority.
Yeah.
And then we're like, "Oh fuck, we're at a sorority. Let's just get fucked up. Let's party or
Yeah.
whatever." Dude, I don't remember the whole night. I just remember I was on a train at the Amtrak
Yeah.
all the way back to Chicago. And I woke up and there was a girl next to me and I was like, "Fuck, I don't even know this chick."
It do
And
be like that.
I was like, "What the fuck? I just woke up." And then she's like, "Yeah, you paid for my ticket and yours. Like, we're going to your house." I'm like, "No, we're not." And the moment we get into the train station downtown, I just jetted out. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, like let me get something from here." And I just start running to the fucking to get an
Yeah.
Uber or a bus or whatever the fuck I wanted. I had to get away from her. I'm like, "I don't know this bitch." And then I
Yeah.
call my boy and he's like, "Dude, you were with her the whole night. You were like, oh, I'll take you back to my place and shit like that." So I was like, I'm never fucking I don't know what the fuck we drank. I think it was like jungle juice and then we started smoking weed. And after that, I blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't remember shit.
It do be like that. A lot of blackout nights.
Yeah, I mean, that's what college is for. Like, you're just trying to get. I mean, you're trying to get an education, obviously,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like, you're trying to like learn how to socialize and learn how to.
Definite. Socializing is a big thing about it, like big thing about college, like just networking. That's what I learned that like I think my 3rd week in college, like cuz I'm like a freshman, I'm not straight out of high school. I don't know. I want to party. I'm like, "Oh shit, like where the party's at though?" Like I don't know where like I don't know this area. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
like the streets are. And then there's this one older guy. He's like, if you want to go to parties, you just gotta like start add people. You gotta start networking. And then I'd be like, oh, yo, add me on Snap and all that, and like, what's the move
Hmm.
and all that stuff. And then,
Yeah, I mean,
uh,
your generation now, it's more important to network.
yeah,
Before, we didn't have Snapchat, you know? Like, when
yeah,
I was in college, Snapchat was like brand new.
oh
So
yeah,
people weren't
especially,
like, yeah. So I'm old. I'm old, old.
yeah,
You guys are in the fucking
yeah, fucking yeah. It's a
the
gift and a
revolution
curse.
here. Yeah.
It's a
You
gift.
think so?
Yeah, gift because so many people cap on social media,
Oh,
but
dude.
like it's so bad, bro.
Yeah, I just posted a picture. It said, not everything on social media is what it seems.
Yeah,
Because like, I go out with my friends, right? And they post pictures of like their happy relationships. But behind the scenes, they're like, bro, I can't stand her. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. It's like,
definitely, bro.
didn't you just post a picture of yourself with somebody saying, like, I love her so much. This is the love of my life? It's
Yeah,
like,
bro.
you never know what's happening. People could be living their best life and you're comparing yourself to them and you're like, damn, I wish I was living their life.
Yeah, 100%.
But in reality, you don't know. And then you start listening to stories or behind the scenes and you're like, oh shit, I guess it wasn't true? It
Yeah, like
wasn't all up to be.
there's so many girls that like talk shit about a girl and like, oh, don't fuck with her. Like I'll be like, yo, shorty's bad, and I'll ask like a female friend like if they know about her, like don't like she's a bitch, she's crazy, like all this shit, like talking like so
Oh, they put
bad, and then the
shade.
girl will post a picture on social media, and her comment section is that same girl like. Oh my god, queen, you're so beautiful. Heart emoji. Oh my god. I'm
Some
like, what?
fake shit, yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, what the fuck? You just like, what the fuck just happened?
That's see, I can't hang out with those type of people.
I can't. I think that's probably like the worst part about college is that like sometimes people just like they cap so bad.
They're
Like,
not upfront.
yeah,
Yeah, I to be honest, the people who tell me straight up how they feel are the ones I respect the most.
yeah. Just do it,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
just
It's okay. You're
keep
not gonna hurt
100.
my feelings. Like
Yeah,
I grew up Mexican as fuck. Like my parents made fun of me all my life. Like you're not gonna there's nothing you could say that's gonna hurt my feelings. But I'd rather you be straight up to me. That way I know where you're at and you know where I'm at. And then if you think I'm an asshole, you don't like it, you don't have to hang out with me, right?
yeah,
But I'm gonna tell you straight up how I feel. And at the end of the day, that's the best version of myself I could give you.
yeah. That's all
Yeah.
you got. Yeah. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, like that's how it should be. Like, I got tired of people like especially freshman year, just always hitting me up because I had a reputation of being like a crazy party boy,
Hmm.
and people would always like message me once Friday hit, like just bunch of like swarms of messages. And my roommate used to be like, "Bro, like people just constantly hitting you up, like are they like your friends?" I'm like, "No, bro, they just kind of cap like just so I can hit them up with the party, like, yo, bro, yo, what's the move, man?" Like, and then I would like, bro, you never hit me up like
During the week, like
yeah,
just
during
to
the week.
talk or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretending to be my friend and shit, like just so you could get like parties and stuff. And
So
then,
you feel like they're using you to get into the parties?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big thing in college too. Yeah, people just using you to get either like drugs, girls, or parties.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, if you could facilitate all three,
yeah, yeah,
good for you. Good for you, sir. Some
yeah,
guys can't get either, you know, like some guys could get drugs, but not girls. Some guys could get parties, but not drugs. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. All three, the
So if
deadly
you got
trio.
all three,
Yeah, the triad.
you must know a lot of people.
Yeah, you got yeah, no, yeah, the other yeah, just know that's the reason why, like, just knowing a lot of people gets you
Hmm.
all 3.
Yeah.
If you know a guy that has all the drugs, you're like, "Oh, yeah,
Let me get it from here. So
yeah,
you're connecting,
yeah,
networking. Yeah.
yeah," and then all that type of stuff, and some people, they just don't wanna get that connection with other people, they just wanna like, "Yo, man, like, let me
Just
just
the
leech off your"
laziest way.
yeah,
Yeah.
"Let me just leech off you. Yo, can you bring your girls to my
Oh,
crib?"
I hate guys who do that.
Bro, I swear to God, we just the guy would tell me like, "Yo, let's hang out." I'm like, "Alright, we'll go up, we'll hang out, we'll chill and all that." He like, "Yo, man, can you bring these shorties?" I'm like,
Can you bring these shorties? Can
"Yeah,
you do it?
yeah." I'm like, "What?" Like, I thought we was just chilling, bro. He said, "Yeah, but you know what make it better though, bro?"
Girls.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Girls do make a party better. I'll give
"Oh
them
yeah,
that. Yeah.
100%." Like, yeah, that there's if it's like it has to be like a 4-to-1 ratio, 3-to-1.
Yeah, but it's better when you, your boy, they can all get girls there, then you get more girls there. But if it's one guy facilitating for the rest of the party, it's kind of hard, and you're putting pressure on that guy to bring some good girls around. So it's like,
Yeah, and they get to the point where I had to stop bringing some girls over because there's this guy, he's my homie, like, from high school, and then damn, so he had trouble, like, in high school, like, with, like,
talking to girls. Yeah.
socializing. This college, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm bringing him over because it's, like, my boy," and, he used to shoot his shot, but it was so fucking crooked, bro. So fucking crooked, bro. Like, damn. Like, I remember one time, it was me. I used to have this party roster, right? Like,
Yeah.
just like a roster, like who's on the starting lineup. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
one boy wouldn't come up, like, all right, let me ask if
Oh
he wants to.
shit.
Yeah, just we used to call it our party roster,
I
like the
got you.
starting lineup. And then, like, there were guys on the starting lineup. They're like, "Yo, man, he's not a starter, right? Like, this man's like, he's not even on the bench."
Now you can't pull his weight. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, "Fuck." I'm like, let's just give him a chance, you know, because like, this is my boy." So we go out to a party, and I remember, I know a lot of people at school because I'm, pretty social. There's a group of girls. They're like, "Oh, hey, Racine," and all that, and, I had a nickname, Captain Africa. Like, yeah.
Your Instagram handle. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Captain Africa.
Captain. When I first saw it, I was like Captain Africa, and then I get messages from like India
Mm,
because a shit ton of people in India listen to the show for some reason,
yeah.
and then they have the weirdest like usernames. So I'm like Captain Africa. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then you're like, yo, I'm Carlos's boy. Like I was like, oh shit, all right. So I
Yeah.
started talking to you, but when I first saw it, I'm like, is it like Captain America but Captain Africa?
That's how it started in middle
Yeah.
school. Yeah, in middle school, I don't know why. I used to have, like, a bunch of, like, random ass nicknames, like, just a bunch of, nicknames, and then one day, like, I remember I was watching, Captain America: Winter Soldier,
Mm-hmm.
and, like,
It's a good movie.
yeah, I was like, "Oh, shit," like, I thought I didn't even really, like, I didn't really know Marvel heroes, like, I was more of the DC hero guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Damn, this nigga's kinda cold, like, he's kinda dope," and I'm like, "Damn, yo, let me try to, like, weapon if that was me, like, yo, Captain Africa," and then, like, one day on Facebook, like, I just changed it to Captain Africa as a joke and went to school the next day, and
Everybody.
everybody started laughing, they're like, "Yo, that's funny, Captain Africa," and then I was like, "Oh, shit," and then, I made, like, a video that I, posted, just a goofy ass video, that I had, one of my friends record,
Yeah.
and then it started just being, like, super funny and all that, and people just started calling me that, like, crazy, so I'm like, "Oh, shit, it's too late to go back," and then by the time I went to high school, I mean, like, seniors were like, "Oh," they get it wrong, they're like, "Who's Captain African?" or "Captain African American?" or
Yeah.
some goofy shit,
Yeah.
and then, I remember, my principal, she used to call me that too, like, the
Damn.
class superhero, she, like, during graduation, she was like, "Yo, the class of 20 the class, superhero, Captain Africa, and she put a picture of me like up and during graduation, like a big ass picture. And
What the
then yeah,
hell?
she just and then by that time, like once she just actually like said it on the like stage,
Yeah, yeah.
like for everybody to hear, that's when I was like, yeah, it's raps, bro.
That's
Like,
you.
yeah,
That's your yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it's stuck. I mean,
yeah,
that is funny. Captain Africa.
yeah,
That's
and
what
then
caught my attention when you messaged me. I was like, all right.
yeah, in college it was like a big thing too. Like everybody loved it, and then now I don't call myself as much as I
You don't go
like.
up to people going, I'm Captain Africa.
Yeah, cause literally, all right, cause like it got to the point where like everybody loved Captain Africa, right?
hmm
But like they didn't really know Racine.
Oh
Actually,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's like they like the little image of the party boy like going crazy, goofy. Cause
With the
I'm a very
roster.
yeah I'm an energetic hyper guy and
You're yeah.
yeah just fun, cool vibes, chilling. And then at that same time, I gotta be introverted. Like after all that craziness, I'll get crazy. Like I'll tee up with like the best of them. Then
hmm
I gotta like get to the crib, just be a homebody, just charge up and just like what watch the Marvel movies, just be a nerd, just
Yeah.
chill out, just relax, and then but everybody was like, kept on getting like seeking that extroverted energy, and I'm just like it kept on draining me. So, and then I was like, you know what, bro, I'm not even gonna call myself that.
It gets to you going to parties and shit. That shit. Well, it's fun.
It's
But at
fun,
the end of
yeah,
the day, like you said, you want to go home and just recharge those batteries
yeah,
because that shit will take a lot out of you.
it will 100%.
I mean, you just getting out of college. Wait till you go to clubs.
Oh yeah, the clubs I heard are
Shit.
different. Cause I mean, the thing about college is it's like an adult play world, right? So like you can like do all the things of adult, but you don't have to face the real consequences. And
Yeah.
then
Wait till you gotta go to work.
yeah,
Hungover as fuck. Yeah.
yeah, and then now you're just like, yeah, now that shit can't slide. You can't go like you could go to class hungover as fuck. You're gonna fail, and yeah, you're wasting money. But work, that's your job. You get kicked out, or like in the club, like now you got bitches. Like it doesn't matter what fraternity you're in or
No,
whatever.
yeah.
Like what's your income?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a lot of yeah.
yeah. And if you like in college, you could go by like, yo, I'm in this fraternity, or I'm in this, or I got this drug, or whatever. But
hmm
in real life, a real woman's gonna be like, yeah, like.
You got a house? You
Yeah,
got yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like, "Oh, you're 34 still living in your mom's basement? You don't got a car yet? You take
Yeah.
Uber still?" Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
It's rough. It's rough out there.
yeah, it's not gonna slide. You
They
can't
don't
just get by with just with, like, fucking shrooms or whatever, or weed, no.
Have you taken shrooms?
I did, it was bro,
Yeah, I took shrooms without knowing I took shrooms.
really?
Yeah, they put it in pizza and then they're like $5 a piece. I was like, that's expensive as fuck for one slice. And they're like, do you want it or not? But they didn't tell me that fucking drug was in there. So I was like, fuck it, here's $5. So I took it. Then the fucking wall started melting in the
Oh,
where we were at. I
nah,
was like, bro.
that shit is beat. That shit is beat.
I was like, what the hell's in there? He's like, oh, didn't you get the message? Like, we put fucking shrooms in here. I was like, "Pff, I didn't get shit. So then I'm like, I gotta go home. So I walked home on shrooms. And I just remember like getting home and watching Jersey Shore for like 5 hours.
Really?
Yeah. And my sister was just like, dude, you were tweaking out the whole time.
Yeah, no, it's scary, bro. Nah, fuck that. There was this one time, shout out to this nigga Bryce. No,
Bryce.
yeah, he wanted to try this edible, and I was like, all right, bet. And then so like he gives it to me, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm chilling. So like, he gave me two, and he's like, yeah, it's gonna make you feel like in a movie. I'm like, oh, really? Like if someone tells you a drug's gonna make you feel like in a movie, you're like, that's dope.
You're getting hyped. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
remember taking it, and then like hour later, I remember just leaning forward, but I wasn't leaning. Like the world was leaning, and I'm like, yo, and I look at him, I'm like, yo, nigga, it's just been 15 minutes, bro. Like this shit hitting, this shit good. And he's
yeah.
like, yeah. And then we go out to like a barbecue, and then like it starts getting higher and higher and higher. I'm like, yo, like what the fuck? This bitch is laced, cause
Yeah.
and then some crazy stuff started happening, and then like I remember being in the porch, and then there's this guy talking. Like he comes up the stairs, and he's like talking about baseball, and then like these two people say this line, and I'm like, all right. I go inside. I turn around and I go inside the house. But when I go inside the house, I'm still in the porch, and he comes back up again, and the niggas start saying the same exact thing. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And then I do
Just
it
looping
again.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the same thing happened. And I'm like, bro, I'm tweaking. And then one guy was like, yo, you need some water, man? You good? I was like, yeah, bro, I need some water. He goes in, and I remember looking down, and I look up. He's like, yo, you good? You need some water, man? I'm like, yo, I'm fucking dead. I thought I died, bro. Like, I thought I was, I thought I was dead, bro.
That's
Like,
how strong the fucking edibles were.
bro, I think that bitch was laced because,
What
like,
would they have? Like fucking
it was,
Molly?
yeah, I asked him how many milligrams. So he said one was 500 milligrams. I took two, so it's 1,000 milligrams. So I'm like,
Oh, that's a lot of
yeah,
fucking
bro,
yeah.
I was high as fuck, and then I'm like tweaking, and then like I had this dream on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Craziest fucking thing. I had this dream on Wednesday, and then like all the things that happened in that dream happened on Friday, like was just going on in Friday. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like it was just so
Whoa.
fucking weird. Like let's say like if I remember someone drop like a vase, the vase would drop, and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And
That
then it
sounds
got
like a movie. That sounds like a
dude,
movie.
it was a movie, but a horror movie. Cause like later on, these guys came in and then they're like, "Yo, man, you tweaking?" I'm like, "Yo, bro, like it's just not making sense." Like I'm tweaking. He's like, "Bro, try this," and I
Get the
try it,
fuck
and
out
it's
of here.
like super sweet. I'm like, "Yo, what is this?" Like it used to like Jolly Rancher, like super sweet, like vanilla or something. And then he's like, "Oh, that's that lean."
Yeah, I was gonna say lean. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, "These niggas gave me lean, bro." I thought I died, bro. I swear to God, I thought I died, bro.
Lean is something else.
It is. I never tried it till that day.
We used to get codeine. We used to get the bottles because
Yeah?
yeah, I had my dad had a really bad cough, so he would get the codeine bottles,
Yeah.
and I started saying that I had the cough too. So they would take us to the same doctor. The doctor's like, "Oh, maybe you got what he got." So he
Yeah.
would give us the bottles, and then we would take the codeine bottles on the weekends. We were in high school, and obviously back then it was with Lil Wayne. He used to like
Oh, yeah.
double cup that bitch and put
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the Sprite and stuff. So we
Yeah.
started doing that shit, and lean will make people different people.
Hell yeah, bro. Nah, that shit lean's not for me yet.
No, you didn't.
Not yet. Maybe when I'm older, not yet, bro.
We fucked with it just because we thought it was cool, but
Yeah.
it made people weird.
Yeah,
Some
I heard you
people,
have to, like, drink it slowly because that's what they told me, drink it slow, and I'm like, "Oh,
yeah, you got to sip on that and then
yeah."
do other shit too. If you just do that, you're just gonna get slumped. Like that's just gonna, it's
Yeah.
like Xanax.
Yeah,
It's pretty
oh,
much
yeah,
just like,
no, Xanax is fucking crazy. I'd never do Xanax.
dude, there's a lot of drugs I haven't done. I haven't done coke. Yeah, that's probably it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like coke is, like now alright, in high school, I used to see people, like, do coke a little bit, but not like common. College, I feel like they just give it out like candy. Lit
Oh yeah,
Literally, like bathroom coke parties. Like if they like there's a party, there'll be a second party in the bathroom. Just coke,
it's
like
coked up.
yeah. There's so many people are like fiends for it, bro. Like so many people are fiends for it. Like if you go to college and you have coke, you're gonna be a like successful college partier. Like you're gonna get into like so many like you're gonna have so many like connections and all that. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. And then like sometimes like with coke too, like some guys I know guys that like to fuck around, and I'm just like, whoa, that's like too like don't do that. But like they give him crack instead. Like they one time they gave this one nigga crack, and he did it, and he's like, yo, this is not the right. And then like they're like complaining about it and like, yo, I feel weird. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And the guy just whispers, I gave him crack, and I'm like, what
What
the.
the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, what the? If you ever gave me crack, like
Kill you, bro.
I'd fight you, cause now like I'm scared that I might be a crackhead now, and like or something. And then
Get addicted to that shit. Yeah.
yeah. The next day though, after they found out they had crack, they were pissed, they were mad, and then bro, they hit him up like, yo, can you get us some more though?
Oh, they wanted more?
Yeah, I swear to God, they were like they were pissed
They
as fuck.
wild.
Yeah, when they found out, they were like, bro, I'm about to beat his fucking ass, all this shit,
Yeah.
like that, yada 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 yada. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I would too. Like, yeah, he damn near made you a crackhead. And then
I think he wants more.
yeah, he like literally hit him up. He's like, yo, low key though, that shit was kind of gas. Like, let me do a little bit more.
Supposedly it's good. Like I've had friends that have done the worst of the worst drugs. You know,
Really?
like heroin and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's like supposedly the feeling you get from it is unlike any other.
Oh nah.
But you, dude, you're
Nah.
fucking with something
Yeah,
beyond your
nah,
control.
bro. You saw that movie New Jack City?
No.
Like it has like Wesley Snipes and Chris. It's like a young Chris Rock. Like when he's first starting out, he plays like this role of like a of this like this teenager that like goes around like doing petty crimes, like just stealing, pickpocketing people,
Yeah.
and then he gets like the coke, like he crack. He
Crack.
gets some, and then bro, like the transition of his character, like is like I remember seeing as a kid, like white lips, ashy lips, scratching like, yo
It's like
man, let me
yeah,
yeah.
like Tyrone from
Yeah,
Chappelle's show. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
bro. And then just seeing that as a kid, I'm like, yo, man, never, nah, never that,
It's rough, man.
never that, bro. And then just seeing a lot of crackheads when I was a kid too. I'm like, nah, bro.
Oh, you saw that when you were a kid?
Yeah, cause I used to, my mom, she used to work in West Side Chicago, and so,
Yeah.
like a hair salon, and I damn near grew up there. Like, um, I used to, cause she couldn't really find a babysitter for me, so I just chill in the shop. And sometimes I ask my mom, like, "Yo, can I get like $1 to like go across the street to the drugstore and get like some chips or like whatever?"
Yeah.
And then I go up, and this is like Chicago, I used to see like crackheads outside and all that. I'm like,
That's
yo, man,
wild.
yeah, they just scratching it, and they used to do the craziest shit, bro. Like one wearing butt ass naked, and like there was one time one was running butt ass naked with a piece of shit on it, like still
Oh.
bro. And the cops got like came because like people were like complaining,
Yeah.
and they threw his ass down, bro. But like they didn't want to touch him because like he had like shit
Shit. Yeah.
dangling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just crazy. I'm like,
Chicago wild.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you grew up in the west side of Chicago?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
so I grew up specifically, in, Bellwood, Illinois,
Okay.
next to Maywood, and then my mom, had, like, a hair salon in, Madison Street, on the west side, and then I used to
Just
go
chill there.
yeah,
Well, that's why you're social. In a
yeah,
hair salon, that's what they do. They talk and
oh, yeah.
they like it's a community, right? So
Yeah, 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 damn near, yeah, I used to get in a lot of trouble because I was a violent, hyperactive kid, like,
really?
always getting into fights, always running around, always like getting into some shit. Like, and then back then, like, they used to call me Elijah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be called Elijah because my middle name's like Racine. My
Uh-huh.
first name's like El Haji or Hodge,
Okay.
and they couldn't pronounce it, so they just called me Elijah.
Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah. So I just walk around just doing like I used to fight so much. Like I even used to fight my mom's own customers. Like anybody
Oh,
could
because they
get
would
this.
say your name wrong or like they would
I
say
just I
Elijah?
was just violent. Like I used to watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z and Power Rangers, and then so I'm just
Said
like,
fuck it, I'm gonna
yeah,
karate kick you in the head.
yeah, literally dead ass. I'd be like Kame, and then punch like a pregnant lady in her stomach, and then
What?
my mom. There's one time I did, and then
You wild.
my mom got so mad she but I just never learned my lesson. Like I thought I was like the main character in my show, and everybody was a villain.
That's
That's
hilarious.
literally how I saw it. Like everybody was a villain. Like
So you just
anybody could
beating
get
everybody's ass
yeah, and
around the
yeah, just walking around, just fighting, bro, just running around trying to save the world, like saving my pretend world.
That's crazy. I mean, it's crazy to see that you have a party side and like an anime side because those usually
Yeah.
don't mix. You know what I
Oh
mean? Like
yeah.
if you watch anime, you're not out there partying. If you're partying, you're not watching anime or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm a big nerd. Like I'm a very big nerd. Like
yeah.
comic books and all of that stuff, and like even just like history too. Like I like watching documentaries
Hmm.
and just like reading books. Like I'll read a book or reading just like random facts. Like just like when I'm indoor, I'm just doing like the most like just like most nerdy things, and then when I'm outside, I'm just like, yo, like, frat boy vibes, just
Yeah.
chilling, drinking all that and stuff like that. And that's why I was really cool with like Carlos and like a couple other people because like but most people I feel like I can like be like one side of myself
Or
and
the
all
other.
that.
Yeah.
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 And it's not like 50-50. But with Carlos, like I could be like
Yourself. I
yeah,
mean, Carlos talks great stuff about you. When
yeah,
he first got here, he was like, "Yo, my boy, my boy." He kept talking about you, and I was like, "Well, now we got to meet him."
yeah,
Because
dude. No, if it wasn't Carlos, like, he's a very important person. Like
hmm
in my life, like one of my bestest friends. Like, when I first moved to this Plains,
yeah.
like when I first moved here, I remember like it was so weird. Cause like, before I went to my school, only had like blacks and Mexicans, and then a sprinkle of Indians, and the only white person was like a girl named Emily, and she was in special ed.
Okay.
So I never had like no real interaction. So when I come to Maine West and like I mean Chippewa,
Okay.
yeah, that's
So you
when I
went to Maine West too?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I moved here like in the 7th grade, and then I remember coming out here and I'm like, yo, it's like weird because like everybody was super nice. Like, cause I guess I was like the only black dude. Like, I remember it was like, yo, it's the black dude. Like, yo, what's up?
I
What's
haven't
up?
seen one of those yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like I was some extinct animal, and then
Yeah.
like so many things was going on. I remember the first day, I was singing in The Office. He told this story too, in your podcast too with him. Like I was sitting in The Office, and I remember he walked by. It was like during the morning, and I
Uh-huh.
turned around, and he goes, "What's up?" And I go, "What's up?" And then I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then like he goes by, and then these group of girls, I remember they come up, and they start laughing, and I'm like, "Yo, damn! First day of school, I'm already getting these hoes laughing at me."
Yeah.
And then like they go in. I'm like, "Fuck, man, too much going on." And my drip that first day was bogus. Like I had khakis, like my and then a button shirt, cause like at Chippewa you don't have a school uniform.
No, no, no.
At my old middle school, like you had to wear a uniform. Like it's super relegated. So like this is my first time like dressing. I'm like, oh shit,
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
My dad said put this like just a button up shirt, khakis. I look like an old man, and then
You look like you had a uniform when no one else did. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, type shit, and then, like, too much and then I remember going to my first class, everyone's like, "Hi, hi," everyone's just waving, I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?" 'Cause, I'm not used to the friendliness, right? And everyone's
Mhm.
super friendly, like, and then recess, those group of girls, I remember seeing them, they like, still giggling and stuff, I'm like, "Damn, bro, like, damn, they making fun of me." And then, this guy, Mr. Martin comes up, he's like, "Yo, come here." And I come up, he's like, "Those girls said you're cute." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah," and they
Say
tell me,
less.
like, "Yeah," and then I was like, "Bro, what?" I was like, "They must have paid, like, someone, like, to, like, be nice to me." My dad must have threw the principal, some money on the table,
Yeah.
there's just a lot going on, and
You
then
thought it was a setup the whole time.
yeah,
Yeah.
dead ass, and, like, just too much going on, and, um, the only people I really the people that, like, I started connecting it real quick
Uh-huh.
was, like, the Mexicans, I remember going to a classroom, this guy, Jose Zepeda, and, Caesar and Carlos, they were all chilling. I remember Jose comes up to me, he's like, "Yo, you got nice shoes." I'm like, "Fuck, this nigga's gonna rob me." Like, dead ass, that was like I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yo, he's gonna stay on the first day?" But they ended up being real cool, and then I remember, literally, what Carlos said on the bus, like, at first I used to think Carlos hated me.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I really did that. I thought he hated me, so, like, I remember, being around them on the bus, like, this was around January too, I remember him talking about like Soul Eater and anime, and I never really watched Soul Eater. I used to actually hate Soul Eater. Like I used to like,
Yeah.
but my one of my best friends named Jalen loves Soul Eater.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, this is a chance to get to talk to him, like just to talk to more
You
people.
found one thing and you just
Yeah, and I
yeah.
talked to him, and he's like, "Oh, what?" And then he thought I was like capping. And then we started talking more and more about anime, and then it was just going on, and it started building up little by little, and then like my little brother started hanging out with us, and then like be able to joke around with them, just talk about like just fully express myself, like whether it's anime, comics, rap, party, just anything is just real cool. Just to have him as an outlet to just be myself, and he's like very artistic and creative, and like
Talented.
I'm an expressive person, so I just like being around him because he's like very creative and open minded and like expressive, and he wants to like do things beyond like just the basic things, like just getting kids and
He's motivated and stuff like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
motivated and just wants to do more than just have
Well, those are
fun.
the best type of friends, man. I mean, like you're saying that's your boy, like that's who you could go to and talk
Yeah.
about anything you want. Like for me, I got two of those guys that I can be myself around. Like you
Mhm.
said, you can't be 50-50 with them. So
Yeah.
that's crazy that you found somebody at that age.
Yeah, he's one of like the closest people. Him, literally just like four, to be honest. Like Ricky, Jonas, Jalen, and Carlos. Like
He's probably just sitting over there behind that screen, just
yeah,
smiling hard as hell.
yeah, probably touch it. Or he's probably like, sheesh. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
He
just
probably like,
chilling.
I know. Yeah,
Well, I'm trying to get another mic so I could get both of you guys in here.
yeah, no, that'd be dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before you go back to school, come
yeah,
back. Yeah,
yeah. And then and that's why it'd be cool because us both talking about the channel too. Like the channel it's gonna get bigger and bigger, and like we're both working on it too.
yeah.
Cause we got like big plans for it. Like just
You guys
like
want to sell merch and stuff?
yeah, hopefully yeah, at some point in time. But right now, just focusing on like actually getting it like going a little bit more.
Hmm.
I was actually surprised by the views because like I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like yeah, because right now we're just kind of like testing it out, and then like
But you and him should start a podcast.
Oh yeah,
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 you know,
we
just talk
probably
about
would.
anime. That
Yeah,
shit would blow up. I
yeah,
don't know. Dude, I don't know shit about anime. I know
yeah.
some, and I always say like Avatar, and then people are like, some
Oh
people are like,
shit,
oh,
you one of those?
that's not Avatar, that's
Yeah,
not anime.
yeah,
I'm just like, I don't know anything else. But if you and Carlos could sit down and like fucking
yeah,
have a conversation, I think,
yeah. We haven't watched as much lately as we got older. So I'd have to catch up with like all the new stuff. Like I'm still catching up. Like I used to look like when I was younger a lot, but now I'm just like so fixated on like YouTube and stuff. Like I haven't
yeah,
watched a lot. And like I know there's a lot of new ones like that. I feel like every day there's like some new shit, and now it's like crazy because like dope, like it's cool now. Like people like post it all over social media and
they
stuff.
put it on their merch and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, he's got Dead on Trial,
yeah,
which
oh
pretty
yeah,
fucking dope.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's like well, yeah. I remember him telling me about that. I'm like,
Well,
yo,
that's how we got connected because I saw his stuff on his brother's thing,
hmm
and I was like, dude, that's dope. And I'm like, can I get a shirt? And then I'm like, actually, tell him to come on the show, and we'll talk about it, and then I'll buy a shirt from him. And then they just gave me a free shirt. I was like, damn, all right,
yeah,
say
yeah. I
less,
remember he,
yeah.
yeah, I remember he told me to like model for one of them. I was like, oh damn. I was like, that'd be dope. And hopefully when this channel goes up, like, we'll start putting that up there too, and those clothing brand too, because he's a very creative person, and he has always liked fashion too. Like Kanye, like I since we were kids, this man always talked about fucking
Yeah, he talked about Kanye when
Kanye
he was
so
out
much.
here.
Yeah, and he likes his drip and his creativity.
He
So
just looked over. He's like, yeah, Kanye.
yeah, this
Yeah.
nigga loves Kanye, bro. Like me, Kanye. I think Kanye. I respect Kanye, but like yeah,
You know what? I all his music when it comes down to music, that's my go-to. You know, like
yeah, yeah,
watch
yeah.
the fucking Watch the Throne album. One
Oh
of my
yeah,
fucking favorite albums of all time.
really yeah.
Yeah, like I was like Jay-Z head. Like I love
Oh
Jay-Z.
Jay Z. I
Yeah.
didn't really listen to much Jay Z. I don't know. It's just like I'm more of a little Uzi, little
Oh, your
little
SoundCloud.
baby,
Yeah.
yeah, little baby or young boy type boy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you like 6ix9ine?
No, fuck no. I know. I remember you
He put
guys.
all those boys in the map. I'm saying.
I mean, I he was dope when he first came on. Like yo,
Mm.
but then like,
He ratted on his fucking.
yeah, and then like I don't know. It's just like, and then he starts like, he's just such a fucking troll too. I'm just like, bro, like when he goes around Chicago, like I respect him for like, let's like I'll get that out there. I respect him. I like he's respectable, but like, no, fuck no.
He's tough to deal with.
Yeah, no, he's just like he's like that little ass fucking annoying ass kid that you just want to beat up, but he has that big brother that you just like fuck. I can't.
I'm surprised no one's really kicked his ass.
Yeah, cause he has like the fucking police around him,
Like
that,
security guards and
yeah,
shit.
all that
Yeah.
shit, like protecting him.
Well, that's easy to talk. I mean, back to the whole Kanye thing. Like his music, I fuck with. Kanye himself, I think he's batshit crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. And there's something wrong with Ye. I mean, shit,
Shit he
bro,
say is wild.
yeah, like it's like the Get Out, like you know, like when he gets trapped and then like the white dude is just
Yeah,
smiling. Say hello, sir. It's like that, but I
you get a
respect
weird
him.
vibe from him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
weird vibe, but like he's such a unique and I'd want to talk to Kanye just because I feel it like interesting, just what comes out his mouth, like
I,
just the way he thinks, like
I watched most of his interviews. It's like he has one with David Letterman on Netflix.
oh yeah,
Yeah, where he like talks about his clothing line and his like train of thought. And
hmm
then he did Joe Rogan podcast,
oh yeah, I heard about
which
that. Yeah,
fucking dude, I couldn't follow. He was all over the place. He'd be
really.
talking about one thing and then he'd go to another. And I guess I could like connect to that because there's some podcasts out there that I put out where
Yeah.
people are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I could get like that train of thought where you know what you're saying, but no one else does.
Yeah.
But Kanye's just saying some crazy shit where
Yeah,
like
no, bro. I
somebody's got to beat his ass or just sit him down and be like, "Yo, what can you?"
like slow down, nigga.
Yeah,
Damn.
fuck.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like you know he's goaded too. So like you know can't
Fucking
nobody really
icon.
tell. Yeah, so can't nobody really tell him shit.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna just keep doing this crazy shit because can't nobody tell him shit. He's Kanye.
Fuck, man. He made the fucking October Reds. He
Yeah.
made a shit ton of albums. I can't even name them all.
Yeah, Kanye. Like yeah, remember like he's definitely one of the greatest. Like up there, like influential as fuck. He's like he said, he's a genius. But sometimes when you're too much in your head, like when you're thinking way too much and too focused on your mind, that
Yeah.
like it's just
Well, I mean, he has like mental disorders too, right? He had like
yeah,
bipolar, and
yeah, and that's why like
that shit
so
will fuck with you.
yeah, for real, like I've met some people with like bipolar disorders, and they kind of scared the fuck out of me because like they you don't
They
know.
switch it up. Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
don't know. You're like, yo, this motherfucker might stab me, and then the next day they're like,
They're
yo,
good.
yeah, they're just crying, breaking up in the emotions, like breaking up, and I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm like, you good, you good.
Well, if you look at Kanye, that's what he's all about. Like he's crying about him saying he was gonna abort North, and then
Yeah,
he's like laughing with like his girl, and then he's like yelling at Chance the Rapper, like, "Dude,
yeah.
you're
Oh, I
all over
saw
the
the Chance
fucking."
to rap. He
Did you
said
see that,
that
dude?
was funny.
You yell at me like that, bro? I don't care who you are.
I don't give a
I'm gonna
fuck.
slap the
Yeah,
shit out of you.
yeah. He said his. That's why your album flopped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like he's talking shit, but like there's a moment where like if somebody comes up to you, checks you like that, it's either you
yeah.
become the bitch or you slap the fuck out of them, and
I'm like,
then
yo, bro, you're not gonna disrespect. And like
no,
me, I don't want to say I'm a hothead, but like I react.
yeah, you should.
Yeah, I just react. Like let's say like if he shouted at me, I'd be like, oh no, instead of just like calm down, calm down. I'm like no, like I'd probably
Yeah,
make it like worse, just like yelling back and shit. But I can't like, especially like Chance, cause Chance. I mean, I don't really like Chance, but it's not like Chance is like so fucking nobody. It's not like he works for him.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
just some. I mean, Chance comes off like that nice guy, so I get
yeah.
why he would be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do anything,"
Mm,
but there's no way a
no.
man could yell in your face, tell you your shit sucks, and you're not
Uh,
gonna do anything about it. Just stand there.
Nah, that's like a big ego thing, like a big pride thing. Cause
That's rough.
like, I don't give a fuck. That's why I can't really be a big fan of like a lot of people. Like, I mean, not like fan. I'll be a fan. But like, you know how there's like super fans and like worship them.
Fanatics. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, cause I'm like, yo, like, yeah, you might have done all this, but at the end of the day, we're still like people.
yeah,
Like, we're still like human beings. Like, I ain't gonna let you just, you know, fucking tell me what to do type shit.
yeah.
That's why I like with work. Like, I don't like being told what to do either. Like I'm kind of like a rebel. That's why I like
You and me.
freelancing.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to. I don't work well with people. Like at work,
Yeah.
like I tell people what to do, and sometimes they take it in the wrong way. So they get mad at me. So, and I hate it when people tell me what to do. Like you
Yeah.
said, like it's annoying.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to find work for yourself. Like you're gonna have to figure out
Yeah.
how to be your own boss.
Definitely. That's why I just wanna.
But then
Uh,
again, I think to myself, like I'd rather be my own boss and instead of working for somebody who's
yeah,
gonna
that's
be
using
making
your
all
own
the
little
money.
podcast too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the freedom of it, bro. Like
I could do whatever I want. Like I could,
yeah.
yeah, which
That's
is fucking great.
I love freedom. I really do. That's why like I anything that jeopardizes it, I get kind of nervous about like anything signing commitments to like like signing a lease, 12 months lease. I'm like, damn, I have to stay for 12 months. Damn, that's kind of a long time. It's not like a long time, but I'm like, damn. But like relationships, I'm like, whoa, damn, that's kind of infringing on my freedom. Like, oh shit.
Relationships can get tough, man.
Yeah,
I
I've seen it. I'm just like, I don't know if I want it. Like, I don't know if I want to ask Carlos. Like, I'm like scared of him.
You've never had a serious girlfriend?
I had one, but then I just like it after like a serious. I've had girlfriends, but like never like to the point where like it
S-
lasted more than like 6 months.
So no one ever broke your heart?
Oh, I have my heart broken
Oh
before.
yeah,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
one time.
Do you think that's why you don't want to like commit?
Yeah, maybe
Because
yeah,
that
cause
happened to me. I
yeah,
was in a 4-year relationship in high school, and then shit. Obviously, for my doing, my dumbass just being like a dog,
yeah,
fucked it up, and then ended up heartbroken. As
hmm
much as she could break my heart, because I messed that girl up more than she ever messed me up, right?
yeah,
So then from that, I didn't want to see a girlfriend. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I didn't want to think about it. I was just going out to the clubs, doing my own thing, not even thinking like I want to be in another relationship.
yeah,
Until later on, I was like, well, why don't I want to be in a relationship? You know, I'm getting tired of these club hoes. Like, you know,
yeah.
you hook up with them, and
Oh
on
yeah,
Sundays you're alone because you're fucking bored, and
yeah, type shit.
you're either playing video games or working on the week ahead or whatever, but you're not connecting with anybody.
Yeah,
So I was like, I had to sit down and I was like, fuck, man, like, huh.
yeah,
Yeah, I was heartbroken. That's why I'm doing this
yeah,
shit. Now I want that connection again. So
yeah.
like, do you think somebody broke your heart? And
Well, all
like,
right. I think all right. When I was 19, that's probably like the first time like I really yeah, I can really admit that like this girl like actually broke my heart because usually with girls like I'm like oh not really, but I really caught feelings right like
yeah,
you're 19, you're like oh shit, and um we were vibing and like talking. I remember asking her out on a date and we were eating all that. I remember my boys, they made it worse. Like no one's worse than that hype man. They're like, "Yo, bro, it's meant to be, bro."
Yeah.
Like all this shit. Like everyone's telling you that, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And we're like vibing heavy and all that, and then next thing you know, like, turns out it was all cap, and I was like, "Yo," like, when she get that's why,
Bro.
like, what I told you, like, with the she liked what I represented, but, like, the part, the exterior and all that, but,
She didn't like that. Oh,
like
she didn't like the other part?
like, the fact that I was more, like, I could be introvert, I guess, I don't
Yeah.
know, like, she just didn't really want a relationship either too.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she just kinda, like, told me, like, all these things, and I'm like, "Oh, shit, damn." I was like, "I ain't gonna cap, I ain't gonna cap." She did break a nigga heart, I
Yeah.
remember that, and then I'm like, "Fuck." Like, damn, bro, and then I remember, like, I'm like, "Bro, I've gone through this, but for some reason, I just couldn't get over the hump." I remember just laying in bed, and then, like, fucking I'm listening to songs I'd never listened to, like, Omarion or, like, some fucking Drake and, like, crazy shit, Juice WRLD. I'm like, "Fuck, man," like, I'm like, "Fuck, this shit hurt." And then, like, I'm like, "Damn, bro, why is this affecting me so bad?" I'm like, "Bro," and I'm, like, texting my friends because 'cause I've never really, like, fell in love, never, like, fell in love, like, ever,
Yeah.
but, like, I caught myself, like, actually catching feelings, like, hard, and then, like, when people are telling you, like, "Yo, this is gonna be this and that," and then she tells you, "Oh, yeah, it's this and that,"
The
and, like
picture didn't match
yeah, and then she's like,
reality.
Never mind." And I was like, "Fuck." And it was like and the
Damn.
big thing too was my ego. I felt like I lost. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like, "Fuck, I got played.
yeah.
I got bamboozled, hoodwinked, led
Fuck.
astray." I'm like, "Damn, bro." And then I was like, "You know what, bro?" Like that's what the whole Phoenix mentality too. I was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna let it die. Everything, every past thing, like the embarrassment, because I big thing is I felt embarrassed too. And then I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna let it go. Killed all that shit. And then I let that shit rise back up. And then
Just new
yeah, I
person,
became
yeah.
a new person, started doing my thing, and then start building that wall. And she ended like a year later, she hit me up trying to talk and all that. And I was like, by that time, I was like, nah,
You already
bro.
had defenses ready to go,
Hell no.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that shit beat like dick. That yeah, I was like, nope. And then just seeing other people like, especially college, like people cheating on each other, and I can't get cheated on, bro. If I get cheated on, that shit is so beat. I feel that's like I'm like, yo, cause like some girls would do it like remorselessly, like, but like they're
They don't
like,
care, yeah.
yeah, like, it's like
I've
Mortal
been there.
Kombat, like
Yeah.
finish him, like done, they grab the heart, and you're like, fuck. I'm like, yo, if this one girl when I was 19 fucked me up that bad, imagine if I was actually with a girl for like a long tended period of time, like, and we're actually like constantly like showing affection, and then I find out she just like fucking cheating on me. I'd be like, oh man, that's just
Some girls are dogs, dude. And that's a lot of things people won't tell you. Like the stigma on guys is that we cheat, right?
yeah.
Like guys, like we're dogs. You guys are just looking for ass out there.
Hmm.
Girls do the same thing and
Yeah,
probably even more than
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and I don't blame them for like doing their thing because
nah,
at the
do
end of
what
the
you
day,
gotta
you
do.
don't owe
Yeah,
them shit.
yeah.
Like just because like if you take them to dinner, they don't owe you like the fucking they don't owe you their
Some
their
pussy. Yeah,
yeah, they
yeah,
don't owe
yeah.
you the pussy, and so that's just on you. But like at the same time, girls will like like not all girls, but there will be the girls that cap straight to your face, and you're like, damn, like, and then you find out that it's not like happening. You're like, fuck, like they just keeping you as the side piece. It's
Yeah.
like it's like niggas are getting drafted nowadays. Like you want to be the number one pick, right? But like they're like all these guys just sitting down there, just get in their shoes, just trying to get picked, and then they
They're
just
just
like,
ready to come up. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and
You're
then
out. They're in. Yeah.
yeah, literally, and it's just like what you're gonna bring to the table, like what you got too. So yeah, I seen a lot of guys get dogged a lot, and then just seeing them get dogged, like I'm just like, fuck, I don't want no relationship.
Well, I mean, dude, if you're looking for, I feel like you're gonna meet the one who's not gonna give a fuck about how much money you make, all this. She's gonna care about who you are, and
Yeah,
that one's gonna get you.
yeah,
That one, look out for that one. That one's gonna
yeah. I
get you
don't know,
because the
man.
other ones you could like Get away from that one.
Yeah, nah, I had a lot of couple close calls, like, especially, like, 2 weeks ago, we actually, like, where I
Mm.
was like, "Oh, shit," like, she's really cool and all that, and she's, like, really dope, but I was just like, "Nah, I can't do it." Like, I was just like, "I can't do it, bro."
For me, it was always the conversations. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
conversations, bro.
the ones that mattered. I always found myself in the car talking to them after the club or after we like hooked up. We
Mhm.
would talk for like hours, and
Yeah.
then I'd like go home and be like, "Fuck, man, I can't do this."
Yeah, no, those are the best. I
Those are
mean,
the ones.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because there's this girl, she used to think I was a fuckboy, cause like, I used to, fuck around a lot,
yeah,
but, like and, yeah, sex is all cool, like, I do fuck around a lot, but, like, I rather just vibe, bro. I rather just vibe,
just yeah.
I rather just vibe, cause
That probably gets you more ass than anything. Cause
Yeah,
not wanting it gets you more of it.
yeah, I
If you're too
bro,
thirsty,
I don't know why, like, yeah,
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
why, it's just
Cause dude, okay, imagine a girl's DMs.
mhm,
There's a shit ton of guys just being like,
a lot.
some guys just send dick pics. They don't even like try to like be smooth with it. They're just like, you want it or
Yo,
not. So
oh my god, it's
when they
horrible.
when they meet one guy who's not about all that, they're like, oh, this guy's different.
My sister showed me her DMs, and it's like, oh, it's sad because it's like guys that I actually know that I like.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
that in her DMs, and they're just like, "Good morning, beautiful," and I'm just like, "Damn, not my man's." I was like, "Yo, not my man's," and she's like, "Yeah," and then it just be like a line. Like I thought it used to be jokes, like that guys would actually be like that thirsty, and then I had that
No,
common sense. No, it's real.
it happens all the time. I
Yeah.
don't. I hate that feeling of being thirsty.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, I'm never ever gonna fucking chase. Like if you don't like me, it's cool. Like I'm not like if I like text you and you're not like I'm just
going,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm just not going. I'm not gonna take it no hard feelings. I'm just gonna be like
just move on.
yeah. I'm just like oh yeah, my fault. Like because at the end of the day, I'm cool with just being your friend.
Yeah.
Like just being cool with you.
Well, some guys can't take that ego hit.
Yeah,
They're
no,
like,
some guys just can't, and it's like crazy, bro.
have you seen those that they're like, hey, 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 and then she doesn't respond, so he's like, fuck you, stupid bitch, and then she responds, and he's like, oh, I was just trying to get a reaction out of you. Like, bro, what's going on in there? Like,
There's some guys that even hit up the Gmail just in case.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, the whole thing.
there was one dude that hit up a girl's Gmail. I thought she was capping, but that she actually showed me like we was playing like Never Have I Ever. I don't even remember the question, but I don't even know what question she asked, but she said yeah, like he hit me up my Gmail and then she showed it to us. So I'm like it's even said hello parent like the little comma or what is it? Parent,
What is it? Oh, the subject. Yeah.
yeah. And then like all that, and then sincerely, he even
What
put the
the
motherfucker even
fuck?
put sincerely. I was like, yo, bro, this like, bro,
It's
like,
a whole letter. It's like a
yeah.
full on
If
letter.
you ever
Yeah.
think you're down bad, bro, like,
You've never been
oh,
Gmail bad.
there's it's bad, it's cringe, bro. Or like,
That's cringy.
especially at parties too. Like, there'd be like a girl, and then like four dudes are just like hyenas, bro. Just come up to her and just like try
Oh,
so bad, bro.
have you been out to the clubs like in Chicago?
I've been there like once. Yeah, it was yeah, no.
That's what happens everywhere. There's like one hot girl and there's like 10 dudes around her.
I'm like, bro, I'm not old enough. Like that's when I felt like a little ass kid. Like I'm like, yo, like fuck. I'm like a lot of grown ass people, and then like girls shaking ass, and then like I'm like, yo, like fuck. I just turned 21, bro. Like what the fuck? And it was
Yeah.
just like girls shaking ass, and then like grown ass men like dressed up and
With
all that
suits
shit.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah,
That's
maybe.
one of my favorite things to do. Like before the pandemic, we would just Saturday night, we'd be like, all right, like we're going to go out,
Yeah.
all wear suits and go out somewhere, get a bottle, and then just fucking be
Yeah.
degenerates. And that's what we used to do we used to start on Thursdays and then go out till like Saturday. If it was like a 3-day weekend, we'd go Sunday too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, being a degenerate is such a like, it's
It's
so
fun.
fun.
It's fun.
That's why like, I wanna tell, like, a lot of degenerate stories because like, just being a degenerate just makes life so much better, bro.
You got stories to tell.
Yeah, just so many, like, I didn't wanna put them all out there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, bro, just, like, so many goofy stuff, and you're
Like,
only, like, young once, so might as well just do it, like, you could be a degenerate I know, like, 38-year-olds who are still degenerate when they got fucking
oh yeah.
yeah.
My
Like,
brother-in-law's a degenerate. He's 36.
yeah, you could be. It's just a fun thing to do. I mean,
Yeah,
freedom.
yeah.
I like being free. I
Gotta
like.
go to Vegas.
Yeah, I heard about Vegas.
Vegas is,
I have not been to Vegas yet,
but
but
like you said, like when you're young, you do shit,
yeah.
and if I would have never done it, I would have regretted it. So I got some money because we developed an app, and then we sold it to some Chinese conglomerate,
Oh, really?
and then I got some money from that, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this? You know, like
Yeah.
I'm living with my sister.
Mhm.
Like I don't have any responsibilities other than my car. So I'm like, I'm gonna pay like 3 months of the car, and I'm gonna blow the rest. So I went to New York, and then I flew from New York to Vegas, where I met
Yeah.
my boys up.
Uh-huh.
And like you said, like being degenerate is the funnest thing in the world. We ended up at this like we were walking the strip in Vegas,
Yeah.
and this girl comes up to us and she goes, "Do you guys want to party?" And we're like, "Fuck it." So then she's like, "All right, follow me to this car," and we get into an Audi. And this guy just starts driving into the fucking desert. I'm like, "Yo, this guy's gonna kill us." And then I tell my boy, I'm like, "We better start making up a story right now so they think like there's people waiting for us." So we're like, "Yeah, our girls are back in the room.
Yeah.
Like hopefully we could come early, like back." And then he's like, "No, no, don't worry. We'll get you guys back home." And then we end up at this strip club in the middle of the desert, and it's called Crazy Horse.
Really?
Yeah, so we go in there, and then we start getting drunk because they give us like free tickets.
Yeah.
And this girl just left us there. She just dropped us off. I think that's the thing. She tells them like, "Oh, we want to go to a party." They take you to a strip club,
Mm.
and then my boy started getting a bunch of lap dances from this one stripper, and then they went to the VIP, and we're just waiting for him outside. We're
Yeah.
getting like lap dances, and then you see this motherfucker run across the stage, and then you see the stripper run after him and like a bunch of security guards. And
Yeah.
then we push our strippers off and we start chasing them. Homeboy didn't want to pay her. So
Nah.
he fucking skipped on the bill and just like out of some drunk shit started running down the street
Yeah.
into the Vegas Strip.
Really?
And we're chasing him. And then the security guards grab us and they're like, if he ever comes back, he's gonna give us the money. And I was like, yeah, I guess. But I was fucked up. And to this day, we talk about that and we just laugh because it was the funniest fucking thing. So
Yeah.
like, you only live once. And
Yeah.
you're only young once, so you might as well do dumb shit like that.
100%.
So later you can have those fucking stories and
Yeah, cause like I'd rather just do a dumb shit, and then if I feel embarrassed in the moment, I'm like, when I'm older, I'm probably gonna forget about it and like tell my kids like, oh yeah, this should happen. Like, a lot of stuff like just being degenerate. Like,
yeah.
it's a fun thing to do. I mean, to be honest, really fun. I enjoy it.
If you ever want to go out, we'll go out.
Yeah,
You want to go to Chicago? We'll take you to Chicago. Let's bring Carlos. I hang out with his big brother.
Oh yeah, Luis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah. He was telling me about that.
Yeah, he's seen some shit too.
Let's see how much a party animal you are.
Oh, you wanna go?
Because I'm pretty goated. You know, don't let the yeah. I'm pretty goated. I remember one time.
I can see you having fun out there.
Yeah, I'm pretty goated. Like when it comes to party, like don't let the age confuse you, man. Like
No, I believe me. I don't underestimate anybody.
yeah, I'm like I'm just God, bro.
I'm-
There was one time when I was like 17. Me and my two friends, we pulled these two Japanese exchange students. They're like 23, 24, didn't speak English. Pulled up to a party, and this one dude, he was like, "Oh shit, these niggas put up with 3 Asian hoes, and they don't speak English." And I was like,
How'd
"Yeah."
you guys even talk to him?
I just said, I literally swear to God, bro. I told him just a bunch of random anime shit, like
Oh yeah.
and they spoke a little bit, and then like it was just funny because they were old. They were like, well, I didn't know they were older than us by like that much. They were like 23, and we're like,
Oh shit.
yeah, like 23, and now they're like 18, and they were just dope.
We'll take you out.
Yeah,
Let's see if you.
let's see, cause
I believe you can. I believe you
Yeah.
can walk the walk. You know what I mean?
yeah, but
Depends how much you're willing to do. Cause
let's see,
can you hang? Like, can you drink a lot?
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
the thing is that's probably my biggest weakness that I drink a lot and I'm just like, oh shit, like let me just do another and another and another and another.
Do you
And
black out?
yeah, nah, I have never really like blacked out, but like it gets to the point where like then I start doing stupid shit.
Do you throw up?
Nah, that's the reason. Nah, that's why I've never thrown up
You never thrown up?
except for one time freshman year. One time, I came back to the dorms and I started being a menace. Like I'm like, yo, let's just have fun. Like we start like going crazy all over the dorms, and then like I'm like, man, I got puke. And I went to the shower, puked on the shower. And then the next morning, like, people like, oh, who the fuck puked on the shower? And I'm
Oh,
staring at like, I remember I did. I'm like, fucking degenerate. like, fucking, like, yeah, just some crazy shit.
who the fuck?
Yeah, that's the only time I threw up.
That's
Only
wild.
time.
I've thrown up a couple of times. The older you get, the more you throw up.
Yeah, no, I feel like now that I'm getting older, I just don't fuck with alcohol as much.
Wait after 25,
Really.
dude.
I feel now that alcohol is just like I can't take it no more. Like,
Really?
yeah, like it's starting to get to that point where like I'm like, whoo. Like after a good night, I'm just like, whoo.
What do you drink?
I'll drink anything but beer.
I hate beer. I ended up in the hospital because of
insane,
beer.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I drank 30 beers in an hour.
Whoa.
Yeah. We were playing the chandelier game.
Yeah.
You know, the middle cup is full.
Yeah.
And for some reason they kept hitting me. And then my boy was just like, drink it, drink it. And then once I got drunk, I was like, fuck this game. I'm just gonna start drinking. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Start pounding them, right? And then they dropped me off at my house and I was like, I think I was 17 and I just didn't feel right. Like I called the ambulance on myself.
Damn.
And I called them. I'm like, yo, I'm fucked up. You guys got to pick me up. And my mom was at home and she's like, what happened? I was like, I got to go to the hospital right now.
Yeah.
They get me in there. They like pumped my stomach. They took out all the beer that was in there.
Fuck.
Yeah. After that, I was like, fuck that.
Nah, that's not it.
You see beer up there? You don't see beer at all.
Oh
You
no.
see Jag, you got Patron.
Yeah, I fuck with all those. Yeah. Oh shit.
That one's got my name on it.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I see how you come and you chose violence. You like to choose violence.
I got Virginia Black. You want some of that shit?
Shit. Oh, damn, you do.
That's what your boy was telling me. It was good.
Yeah. Well, I'm crazy with it. Like one guy calls me a demon. He's like, this guy's a fucking demon because like I'll drink it like it's like water. Like
Eventually, everything starts tasting like water.
yeah, yeah. After a while, that's when you know like, oh shit, like
I can't fuck with tequila though.
tequila is, I'm not gonna cap. It's tough. Like it's tough.
It's made me cry. One time I drank so much tequila. Like we were at this high school party, right?
Yeah.
First time we ever drank like a lot of tequila because
Mhm.
my boy brought one from Mexico. Those blue bottles, those big ass blue bottles. I
Yeah.
don't know if so we start drinking it, and there's this girl that I really like there, right?
Mhm.
So I'm getting drunk with her, and then we end up in her room, and I can't get it up.
Oh, that
Bro,
happened?
I was like, yeah, I'm like,
no way.
I'm like, she was trying. She was pulling all the levers. She was doing whatever she could.
Really?
And then she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't know. But I didn't know it was the
Really?
fucking tequila. So I told my dad, I'm like, has that ever happened to you? He's like, what were you drinking? I'm like, tequila. He goes, yeah, dumbass, that might happen.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, and then
Whiskey dick, right? That's
yeah,
what it's
whiskey dick.
I
Yeah.
never had the whiskey dick. I feel like sex well and fucked up is like the best. I never had it.
It's hard to like finish when you're,
Oh
when you
yeah.
got some whiskey dick. You're like,
Oh yeah, not finishing. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I get
No, but that happened, dude. It was fucking embarrassing. I was
Really?
like, bro, I didn't want to show my face the next day at school because I knew it, dude. Biggest mouth in the world, too.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
bro. Oh my god. That's why like if I'm like fucking a girl, I gotta make sure like yo, cause like I don't want them to go spreading the
Dude,
news.
she
Like,
told everybody. I was like, and everybody knew. Like, I remember I got to school and then we used to chill in the caf
yeah.
before class, and then everybody's like, we heard what happened with Melanie.
Damn.
And I was like, fuck. I'm like, out of all the fucking bitches that it could happen with, it happened with the one that just tells everybody everything.
Really?
Yeah, she went around, and then I tried to redeem myself,
Yeah, yeah.
and her brother caught us.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was
bro.
in the room. Yeah, so we were watching a movie, and I was like, you know what? Like, let me show her that I can do this. Like, it wasn't just
Yeah.
because like it was a
You
tequila.
got you gotta get there with this. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting like we're get into it, and then out of nowhere you hear her little brother go, "What are you guys doing?" And I was like,
Damn, you don't want none of this business, little man.
fuck. And then she's like, "Oh shit, I didn't know he was in here." So I never got my chance to redeem myself. 'Cause
Damn.
after that, like she got a boyfriend, she got into a committed relationship, and that's like the one that got away. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, nah, I feel it. Those are the worst ones. The one that got away.
the ones they're just out there thinking that you can do it.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro. There's one I let slip away, bro. I think like if I had to die, I'm like fuck. It'd be that like
Just that you need.
like the one that got away, like that you like damn, like that would have been really great, like really fun, and then never happened.
Sometimes you can't pull the trigger, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
sometimes.
fuck tequila.
Yeah.
I got my boy asked me to be his groomsman, so he got us a Patron bottle.
Yeah.
But I don't really drink tequila.
Tequila. I'll take
I'll fuck with
tequila
whiskey.
shots.
You'll take tequila shots?
I'll do tequila
Yeah,
shots.
That's
Yeah.
rough.
tequila shots, whiskey, fucking uh, just can't do beer. I mean, I did a beer Olympics, and I pushed my limits to like beer, and I was just like, you know what? It's just really not because I try to force myself because like a lot of guys I hang with, like
They like it. Yeah,
very
yeah.
fraternal to like fucking drinking beer, chugging beer, shot like
Kegs and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
keg, and then like you can't be the only guy that does. So sometimes I'll try and I'm like, fuck, this shit's not for me.
I mean, the move when you go is just bring your bottle of whatever you're
Yeah,
sipping on. You know.
yeah. Usually there's like because I go to a lot of house parties,
Yeah.
like so there's already alcohol there, and like bartenders. And sometimes I'll be a bartender, make drinks and all that
Yeah.
shit too, and then I'll drink just a little bit. I did bartending like at a house party is like dope because like helps you socialize with the girls too, because
Yeah.
they always come up and they always ask for some, and then I make them the drinks,
I
and then
got you. Yeah.
yeah, and then later on I'll rotate with somebody else and I go to the girls and like, yo, you want to do shots? Let's go do shots, and then we'll go to the little bar and then take little shots, and then
So you can hold your own.
yeah.
All right. We're inviting you out.
Yeah, I can until I start. There've been times where I do act a fool though.
So you're out here all summer long?
Yeah, probably yeah, most likely. I'm
Yeah.
still debating but for majority, I'm debating whether I'm gonna go back around late June
Okay.
or July type shit.
Have you
Yeah.
ever had like a Chicago summer out here?
Uh, I've
Bro,
like
there's rooftops you can go to,
yeah,
the
not like a full
beach.
Chicago summer. I've been
That shit's raw.
yeah, like 2 times in the summer, 3 times.
Some of the best days we ever had was like we got a boat. We go to the playpen.
Yeah.
Then from there you go get some lunch somewhere. Go to a
Uh,
rooftop, just get some drinks, and then you go out to the club.
oh
That
really?
shit's insane. Yeah.
Damn.
Try that. Try that and tell me you don't want to stay here all summer long.
Shit, yeah, Chicago's lit.
Chicago's wild if you could find
Yeah,
the right places.
yeah, Chicago's lit. Oh
Well,
fuck.
with the
What time
pandemic
do you
right
start
now,
drinking?
shit. It depends on what we're doing. If we're getting a boat, probably like around 11.
Oh yeah,
St. Patrick's Day, we start drinking at 8 in the morning.
yeah. The Darties there at college.
Fuck.
There's like day parties called Darties and shit, and then like they start like early as fuck. Though like homecoming, I've never had like a successful homecoming where I haven't where I haven't survived. Like
That's wild.
I'm 0-3. My senior year is my last chance to redeem myself. The last homecoming, I couldn't walk.
Really?
I don't know why. My leg just felt like jelly, and I'm just like, oh shit. I remember falling face first.
Damn.
And then they're like, "Fuck!" And it's crazy because I'm like, "Damn!" In front of all the hoes, man. Like, damn.
Embarrassing yourself and shit.
Yeah, just being
It's alright.
dumb. Yeah,
Everybody's drunk. They don't
yeah,
care.
no, yeah. I done a lot of stupid drunk shit. And then I'm like, freshman year, I was a brave motherfucker. Like, I used to just go into like open the door to random houses because like once Friday, Saturday, everybody's throwing parties. So I'd just be like drunk and I'd just walk into them. There's one time I walked in and it was just an all Asian party. And they're like, oh, and, and they just let us chill and then we chill, party, and I walk out and just fucking do a lot of things.
That's just wild. You're getting me excited for tonight, man. I'm going out to we're gonna go to Cigar Lounge
Uh
and
huh.
get some drinks, and then we're gonna head out to. What are you guys doing tonight?
I don't know, to be honest.
Carlos, you want to go out? Carlos 21? You're 21, right?
Yeah, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're going to Schaumburg to drink. Have you heard of drink? Drink out in Schaumburg. That's where everybody's going right now.
Really? Drink?
Yeah.
Is
So
that by the Woodville?
yeah,
That's,
because the pandemic closed everything down, like the clubs, except drink is like wide open. So
wait, drink's
everybody's
a club?
yeah,
There's clubs near here?
hell yeah.
Thought they were all in the city.
They got upstairs, then they got like a downstairs where everybody dances, and
Mhm.
then they got a patio outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty dope. And
Damn.
yeah, so
Schaumburg?
Schaumburg, yeah, and
That
everybody
close?
from the city started going there because in the city you can only do like 6 people, and you
Mhm.
have to stay in your tables. You can't walk around.
Oh, really?
And in drink, they don't give a fuck. You take your
Yeah, it's
mask
like a
off, you
college
start,
bar.
yeah,
Yeah, college
yeah,
bars they don't give a fuck. Like it's just like
yeah.
they
Fuck
act like
pandemic,
yeah,
yeah.
they just fucking just let anything happen. They're like
hmm
yeah.
So when all this shit started happening, somebody went to drink because
Mhm.
that's where. So the line's like out. You got to get there before 11. Or
Yeah.
that line's around the fucking
Damn.
building. Yeah,
How long does it stay till? Oh,
it opens till I think 3.
3?
Yeah, 3.
There's this one bar that I remember in Peoria that it stayed open till like 4. And
hmm
I'm not used because most of the college bars that were on like ISU, they close it around like 2 on like weekends and then 1 at like weekdays.
Yeah, Chicago was till 4,
Yeah,
but before the whole pandemic shit.
yeah.
You're gonna go to Chicago, you go to Tunnel, Moe's Cantina. Have you gone to Wrigley?
No.
Wrigley's wild. In
Yeah.
the summer, dude, like July,
Yeah.
summer night after a game at Wrigley, you're
Really,
gonna see some
yeah.
shit. You're gonna see some fucking shit.
Damn. Yeah, I got because now I'm about to graduate. I'm like, fuck. Like now I'm gonna be like the big dogs, like going to the actual pros now. Like,
Well, if you want to learn a trick from the pros, you gotta don't buy bottles.
oh yeah.
Fucking find people with bottles and then drink out of theirs.
Oh, you talking like a
Yeah,
friend?
like
Yeah,
throw them a
yeah,
couple dollars
yeah,
and then just enjoy the night. Because you don't
yeah.
want to be the guy paying for the fucking $700 bottle.
Yeah,
Or
I have this one friend named Nana. Every time we go out, he always buys like the most craziest fuck. Like I don't know why. It's like go big or go home. Like
yeah,
every time, just like the I'm like he'll waste like $100 on a bottle or like I'm just like bro, like there's Cherry Admiral for like $10. He's like nah,
a
fuck that.
hundred. A hundred's nice. If you go out to these clubs, dude, a Patron bottle alone is $500, and that
Yeah,
doesn't include tip
shit,
for the girls or tip for anything else. So you're talking about like $600, $700 bottle
damn,
service. Yeah, and you don't want to be the guy the next morning regretting the fact that you just spent $700.
damn. Yeah, there's this one girl that parties all the time that she's always telling me to go out to the bars in Chicago with her.
Mm.
She's always there teeing up like crazy. I'm looking at, I'm like, yo, look at her stories and stuff like that. And I don't know how, like, it's like way different atmosphere from like college bars, because college bars mostly college students
Yeah,
just like
but that seems more fun because everybody's just trying to get fucked up.
yeah,
Out here, you got like old people that maybe they're not trying to get as fucked up unless
yeah.
you go to the right places, and then everybody's just there to
Oh
have a good
yeah,
time. Yeah,
yeah. And it's kind of cheap there too. Like shots are like what, $2?
yeah. I mean, don't let that shit fool you. You got the right mentality. Like you're like, oh, there's $10, we could get fucked up. If your boy can afford it, he'll go
Yeah.
get it. You know, the guys that can afford it will buy
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
sometimes even the guys that can afford more than the guys that are buying shit, they
Mhm.
don't they don't spend their money.
Yeah, exactly. I don't spend my money like on alcohol that much. Like I
Yeah.
do, like usually like don't really like I'll like pay like
Yeah, like chip
that.
in or something.
Yeah,
Straight. Yeah.
never like that. Like it's not worth,
It
because
gets
like at the
expensive,
end,
bro.
yeah, at the end of the day, because I'm not always gonna try to get fucked up like all the time, because I'm like yo, I got shit to do, and like I'm not just like there's guys that I know that spend their bread like on drugs, alcohol all the time,
Everything, yeah.
and then they're like, man, why am I broke? I'm like, well, you
Why do you
party
think,
Monday to
motherfucker?
Sunday, so
Yeah, that
yeah,
was a big deal for me. Like when I first got my job, I was 20, 21,
yeah,
and I was making more than my dad.
yeah,
So like to me, I didn't know how to manage that money. So we'd
mhm,
go out and we'd buy these bottles, and the next day it didn't feel good. It felt good when we were doing it,
mhm,
but so eventually we started going out enough that we started like hanging out with people who knew how to do it.
mhm,
And it was guys that had been there, have shit ton of money, but they don't spend their money. They're like, yeah, just give them a couple dollars and they let you drink.
yeah,
You have a good night, you get fucked up, and then you go home and you don't feel like you wasted too much money.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially yeah, because I know
Some
like
guys will go broke at the club trying to impress
yeah.
people for no reason.
Fuck that. No, I know my limits. So like when it comes to money, I see a lot of people like around my age group that just go crazy. Like, but I'm just like more chill, more relaxed, more reserved. Like I'm more mature than I let on. Like,
You do? Yeah, I told Carlos that I'm like from the subjects that you talk about on your YouTube channel,
yeah,
you seem like there's more to you than just what you see. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you're a deep thinker.
yeah, and I really do appreciate that, because
Yeah.
I really like a lot of people just seeing like that. I just don't really think about a lot of things. I think a lot, and that's where I like watch. Like I do watch some podcasts, like I Am Athlete, or like
Oh,
yeah,
that one's my favorite.
yeah, I
But
love
let me
yeah,
take a piss and then we'll
yeah.
finish this off.
All
All right.
right,
Ready?
yeah. What were we talking about again?
The podcast I'm Athlete.
Oh yeah,
That's with
yeah. Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall and Chad Ochocinco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fucking I love that podcast. It just started too, no? It was
Um,
like 2 years long.
yeah, damn near. Yeah, it's pretty new. Like,
Yeah.
I just recently started watching it. Cause that one viral of Brandon Marshall getting mad. like yelling.
Yeah, he was yelling at Chad.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
about like NBA contracts versus NFL contracts. Like he is super mad, and I was just like, oh fuck, like let me check this out. And then I was just like, damn, like this is dope because like it's like real problems, real things, like real people. Like because sometimes you like think that they're just football players and like they're celebrities and all that, but they talk about real stuff, and
Yeah.
not a lot of people like to talk about real like problems, real issues that they go on. And I like to like talk about those things because I'd want to know when I've been through like life has taught me a lot, like a lot. Like
Mhm.
I'm a kid at heart. Like I'm very like jealous a kid at heart, but like my perspective is more mature. Like I see through the eyes and the lenses of like more mature people, like older people because of experiences,
Yeah.
because of life. And then that's why I want to talk more about those and like story times, like and just like bring more awareness to that like yo these are things that you should talk about that they can be funny. I want to talk about them all also being funny at the same time,
Yeah.
and then just making them lighthearted still because most of the times like if you look at animation channels it's like all about like yo, like,
What's
like, my stepmom tried to have sex with me or, like
what?
yeah, like, if you look at them, it's just like, yo, like, she's for the streets, like,
The fuck?
just, like, very, like, like, yeah, they're funny, but, like, I wanna add a little bit more depth. I think that's very important to me, like, depth, like, having more meaning behind things and then, like,
Yeah.
just, like, adding a little bit more on to
Well, I
it.
mean, your videos are great, dude. Like, you explain it really well.
Yeah.
You're very articulate. You get to the point, and you give like a different point of view, like you said, like the different lens.
Yeah.
Like that's what I liked about your videos, like the way you talk, and then
Yeah.
obviously Carlos' animation definitely like helps
Oh,
illustrate
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But the message is there, and it's getting across. Like,
Yeah, and the crazy thing, I feel like when we first did those videos, like I just started like all those happened in one day, so like I was just fairly new to it, like, and we're still just starting. I feel like we're getting even better, like, like
yeah,
yeah, we're gonna get even better, like, cause like I feel like when I first did it, I was kind of like shy. Even like today, you saw me, I was a little like nervous about being the
yeah,
podcast.
you could tell.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
now like once I like start doing it, I'm like, oh snap, like
now you're doing great. I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I
that's
was a little
always.
nervous. I'm like, "Damn." I was like, "Damn, what happened if he says something and I, like, stutter or I don't know what to
No, you're
say?"
good. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, people when they're listening to this type of medium, they're listening to the conversation we're having.
Yeah.
So it seems I want it to be natural. So if you stutter, that seems like we didn't plan this out. Like we're just having a conversation.
That's the thing,
Yeah.
conversa yeah, I
Yeah.
like how natural it is, like,
Yeah.
I like natural, like, I'm very easygoing, like,
Mhm.
when I'm, like, not, like I can, like, be, like, like, all over the place, hyperactive, energetic, like, alpha male, like, "Yo, yeah," and I go, like, I'm really
More
vibing,
into
yeah,
yeah.
more low key, vibing, laid back, and then, like and that's when I like conversations and all that stuff, cause like, real down to earth type shit, and that's what I wanna do. I wanna make a combination of, like, really funny videos, cause like, Swoozy, like, cause I love entertaining people, like, always have, like,
Yeah.
just joking around, but I also wanna not only entertain, but to, like, help better people. Cause whenever I had, like, struggles and stuff like that, I didn't really have no one to, like,
Tell.
guide me
Yeah.
and stuff like that, tell me what to do, and then, like, except for, like, if it wasn't for my friends, to be honest, like, Carlos, Jonas, Ricky, and Jalen, like, I'd be super lost. So, like, I feel like just, like, somebody, like, whoever, cause YouTube, anybody can watch your videos.
Yeah.
Like, I remember just looking at the comments, it's just, like, random comments, and I'm like, "Oh, snap," like, they were, like, commenting, I'm like, "That's dope." Like, I was kinda surprised, like, me and Carlos were happy that people, commented, and, like, I'm just thinking, like, "Yo, anybody could watch this, so if I can, like, make a video that, like, stick with somebody, might as well." I mean, I don't really get like, it could be 50 views or it could be 10.
Yeah.
If like, it could be whatever, like, but as long as that one person, like,
You connected with
yeah,
them.
gets
Yeah, and help
connected,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, like, I'm not really doing it for, like, a lot of people do, like, channels and stuff just like, "Yo, I wanna get big, like, I wanna be like the next Logan
The
Paul and
fame.
Jake
Yeah.
Paul."
Yeah.
I'm just doing it because I like it and,
Well,
like
dude, those people quit.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
quit.
yeah,
Yeah,
because they don't see the results right away.
yeah,
So then they're like, why am I doing this? So if you chase that clout and you don't get it right away, you lose so much motivation.
yeah, and it's
So
crazy. Like, and it's like it's not gonna happen when like I do it like because I love it. Like I
yeah,
dead ass enjoy like telling stories, talking, and like
yeah.
entertaining. Like I don't care. Like I could be 30 and we'll still do it. Like Carlos too. He's expressive too. We do it because like we both love it, and I'm very confident in what we're gonna do. Like I'm a pretty confident person,
Hmm.
and like and I'll put it out there. Like if somebody's to like go out there, like some people don't even want to do it because they're so like shy about like
What are people gonna think about you? What?
yeah,
Yeah,
like a rapper, like, oh, he just wants to be like another rapper, like goofy.
yeah.
Uh, just like you gotta have enough confidence and like love for the actual like craft that you just like, I'm good. Like I'm in my own. That's why I named it XB Island. Like I'm in my own little island. Like I just like being in my own little island, just doing my stuff.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, you'll go far with that mentality because you don't rely on anybody but yourself and
yeah.
doing the things that you love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, can't rely on anybody because at the end of the day, like when you die, it's you, and then
yeah.
yeah, you can have people like that's why like I'm really grateful to like the people because that I know again, like I said, like probably like a million times, but at before you can like have those people, like those connections, like those important connections with people, you have to have a connection with yourself. Like understand who you are, be comfortable with your weaknesses and your insecurities
Mm,
and all that. And when I was younger, I didn't really have a connection with myself. I had a connection with all these like because I'm super social, like everybody, but not with myself. So like if something would happen, I'm like, oh snap, like something bad would happen. I wouldn't feel comfortable. I got insecure, like anxiety, all that. And then I guess like around New Year's, um, I like started like meditating. Like I wake up at 5 in the morning, like or 5 or 6 in the morning, and I just like vibe, meditate, and just kind of like just process the day, my emotions, everything. Just kind of build a relationship with myself. Like
hmm.
kind of goofy. I ain't gonna cap,
No,
but like
no,
yeah, just
makes
like
sense.
yeah, just talk to myself and just know who I am as a person. Because I was very much about people pleaser when I was younger. Because like everybody loves you and like all that, and I'm like, oh, well, I like this. Like I
Feels
want,
good. Yeah.
yeah. And then when people start liking me, like, let's say something happened, I'm like, oh fuck, like it's not normal and like all that. And then I had to like tell myself it's okay. Like with that girl, when I was 19, that broke my heart.
Hmm.
We're cool as fuck now. Like it's funny. She's gonna look at this. I don't know. She's gonna be like, oh, but like now we're cool as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah,
But I was like, damn. I'm like, damn, bro. Like a big reason, like it wasn't that like she didn't like me back that really hit me. It was just my ego, my pride. Like I'm like, yo, fuck, cause like I'm goaded. I'm thinking like I'm goaded. I can't do that. But then I had to like, yo, it's okay, bro. Like
yeah.
not that big of a deal. And then like I got over it and I'm like, fuck. Like at the end of the day, and now it's crazy because like I don't even really remember it. Cause I gotta look at it through the lens of like, let's say remember how high school was, right? And if you had your same mentality that you went into high school, you'd be like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad. Like, all I had to do was this and that. Like,
Yeah.
be more mature." So I'm thinking of it like, yeah, I'm still young, right? And I don't want to waste that time just contemplating all this, like contemplating things that don't matter. And like by the time I'm like 40, I'm like, yo, I was tweaking off this.
Yeah.
I should have just been more focused on this, that, and that. Like in high school, I tell my brother like he wants to go to parties and all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, parties are cool, but if I could go back to high school, I just focus on doing my craft a little sooner and like focusing on it and actually doing my grades and stuff.
Yeah.
Like just that's what I do because that's what's important. Like, yeah, that's fun because that's not gonna last. And then I look at myself like I'm in my early 20s, and I look at it as same like perspective too.
So you're trying to look ahead too. And
Yeah, yeah, I
yeah.
try not to look I try to look ahead and then yeah, but sometimes we're looking ahead, like, there's a great quote, like, "You get anxious and anxiety because you look too far in the future, and you get depressed because you look into the past." So I try to stay in the middle, try not to get too high and too low, but I try to keep that, like, perspective in my head and not try to overdo it.
So you think the meditation has had like a positive
Yeah,
thing
because
in your life?
because I genuinely think that before you can have a relationship with anybody, and that's what I think that school should teach you before, like, society. That's the thing about society too. Like, you're supposed to fit in and all that and learn to coexist with one each other. So you're so fixated on coexisting with all these other people and like, okay, I can't do this. Like, if I can't be a bum, I can't be unsuccessful. I like this. Like, if I do this, it's goofy. That you're not being honest to yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what the XB Island. Like you have to be in your own little space, your own little island.
Hmm.
Know who you are as a person. Know what you're good at. Know what you're not good at. Know that and then be okay with your insecurities and all that. Like it's not easy to like to admit to yourself that I'm not good at this
Yeah.
or all this other stuff, but you have to know. You have to know yourself. And then that's why people will like they'll sacrifice their own selves just to follow a crowd in a like a group. Like they'll let themselves get picked on and all that, but they like people that I know that don't even smoke, they smoke because they just want to fit in and all that.
You
Like
can't do that, man.
you can't, like, because 'cause you're cheating yourself.
Lose yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then once you build that relationship, once you're your own friend, I personally believe, once you're your own friend, then all those other people will come. Cause like, look, I've spent a lot of time just, like, being by myself. I've spent too much time, like, trying to be friends with everybody else that I wasn't being friends with myself. Like, I wasn't being good to myself.
Yeah.
And then it just kept on killing my vibe, and then once I spent that time and then, I started getting up and then, like, people started coming, the right people in my life started coming,
Yeah.
like Carlos, like, like, that whole island mentality and Phoenix mentality, like, like, very important to me because you have to have your own space.
He did say you were gonna explain the Phoenix mentality.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean
it's
that mentality right there, dude. I'm excited for you because I feel like
yeah,
you're gonna do great things with that mentality if you keep
yeah,
going on that track and you got guys like Carlos around you who are gonna support you when you need that.
yeah, I appreciate that so much,
That's
yeah,
fucking amazing,
yeah.
man.
The Phoenix mentality is very important because, like, you're gonna be embarrassed, you're gonna get got, like,
Yeah, yeah,
you're gonna get fired, someone's gonna laugh at you, like, you're not good there's no way in life, no way that you're not gonna be 100% perfect, but you just have to, like, literally, you that's why I, like, meditate, like, I think about it like, "Okay, man," like, let's say, like, you peed your pants and goofy, right, in front of
yeah,
everybody, and
yeah,
they're like, "Yo," and they're making jokes and all that, and it's tough, especially when you're younger too, because like, your part of your brain is not as developed. So you
yeah.
just gotta, like, think like, "Fuck, yeah," and you gotta, like, "Yeah, I did this," admit it, and just kill that. All those things that happen, kill it, because tomorrow presents a new adventure, new ideas, new everything.
New
You
opportunities.
Yeah,
Yeah,
new
yeah,
opportunities. So you just gotta like literally just let it die and then let that from the ashes a new better version of yourself because that's probably I think that's my best motivation in life, being the best version of myself.
yeah.
And in order to be the best version of yourself, you have to constantly grow and change as a person. And that's why the phoenix, rises back and forth. I,
That's insane.
I had it started because I had a dream as a kid. That I told Carlos like weird dream about a phoenix. It was blue. I remember I was like on the Titanic or something, and then they're like, it was my family we chilling, and then like all of a sudden like there was like alarm. It's like the phoenix is coming. The captain's like, yo, go everybody go inside. And then I remember going in. I'm running inside, and then my sister was outside. Still on the boat on the patio. So I
Hmm.
run over, try to get her in, I push her in, but then like by the time the phoenix comes over, I remember it's like this super like light blue thing. Like you ever seen like those borealis lights in
Yeah,
Aurora?
yeah, yeah.
It was like that. And like the sky was like that and it was just like a blue thing. And then I remember just my whole body shaking like, oh, like vibrating and stuff like
What?
and I remember just staring at it and it was just crazy and I couldn't move or nothing. And then like and it happened again and again and I'm like, oh shit. And then I woke up and I'm like, yo, this is a crazy ass dream. And
It's
then
like a sign or something. Like,
yeah. And then I didn't really think of the Phoenix mentality till like 2 years later, till like high school.
well, I guarantee you, not a lot of people your age are thinking at all like that,
Yeah.
which gives you a fucking advantage on a lot of people.
Yeah, I
Because
like thinking. I think thinking is,
because I know
smart.
guys that don't even think like that at all. Like meditating or you could see some people they're hurt inside, and it's because they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So then they hurt other people, and you're just like that person. There's something wrong with them,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the only way they're gonna figure it out is if they meditate and
let it go.
Like,
Learn to
yeah,
turn it into
yeah,
positive energy because
yeah,
harbored hurt turns to bitterness.
yeah.
Like guys who get hurt by girls and they like get done dirty. They like now they just hate women. Like or
Mhm.
like some people be like, yo, like if something happened, like yo, fuck this, I'm gonna be a scumbag now. You can't let that. You can't let somebody else dictate your life and your emotions. Like
Yeah, hurt people hurt people. That's
yeah,
what it is.
you
Yeah.
you gotta be. You just gotta learn to let it go and let them. You can't let nobody have control because at the end of the day, you control yourself. You can't let nobody control your destiny.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, like, I found myself being angry all the time, you know? And
Yeah.
then I didn't know why until I, like, had to sit down and be like, "Why am I angry?" And it's like, "Oh, it's because your dad left when you were a
Mhm.
kid." So it's like, you gotta fix that shit before you can move on.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, like, I learned how to deal with that. Like, I was like, "All right, my dad's not here, but my stepdad is.
Mhm.
You know, he's a great dad. He's
Yeah.
always helped me out." And then I let go of that angriness, and
Yeah.
then I became a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely 100% resonate with
So
that.
that phoenix mentality is like,
That
I was
anger.
the ashes there,
Yeah.
and I had to let it go to become new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, and
Damn.
I really like that because like I was angry too. I think
Mhm.
that was a big part. Like I was for a lot of my majority, like I was really angry, but I always kept it inside, like with a smile, because like people be like, "Oh, Racine's depressed. Racine's angry," because I'm always like smiling, like the happy go, like
Yeah.
like all that. But I had a lot of anger, and just because like a lot of experiences and a lot of like sadness too. And then I just had to like, yo, bro, like
You gotta figure it out. You
yeah,
gotta
you
fix
got
it.
to. And I never had no one to like guide me too, so I had to like I never really had no one to like teach me like how to do this. So I had
It's
to like
rough.
yeah,
It's rough growing up like that. Yeah.
yeah, and then gotta teach yourself. I mean, you can't just fucking do nothing about it because you're cheating yourself. So, I mean, that's why I had to just learn, like, all right, if I don't have no, because I never really had those connections that everybody else had. So I'm like, you know what, bro, if I don't have it, then I'm gonna just build it with myself. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because like it's tough because like when everybody thinks you're okay and then no one like checks on you, they're like, no one to like, yo, good, yo, you want to hang out? You have to be that person that like checks on yourself.
You
Cause
gotta be your own friend.
yeah, you do. You gotta be your own best friend before you can have any friends. That's
That's
why
wild.
that's why I personally think, like, that philosophical mindset, that's what I, like, genuinely believe.
Well, if they learned anything from this podcast, I hope it's that, man, that
Yeah.
you gotta fucking listen to yourself and
Yeah, because
build.
that's gonna get the best results, literally. If you got yourself, then you set, bro.
Yeah, there's this quote that says, the coolest version of yourself you could be is you, because you do
Exactly.
that all the time.
Yeah.
So that's the easiest thing you could do. Like, you're just you all the time. You don't even got to make an effort, you
Yeah.
know. And if the people that are gonna fuck with it are gonna be there, and the ones that aren't don't matter. And that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
100%, and I feel like a lot of people gotta, like, learn that too, especially with social media, like, that's a
Oh,
big deal. Yeah.
that warps people's
So
like you said,
much.
like people smoke because their friends smoke, but they don't really want to smoke. So
Yeah.
it's
No,
like
bro. Fucking
you're
bad.
losing yourself in that. Just be you.
Yeah, and I'm a weird person, like, I'm very quirky, but, like and that's why I'm glad that I have, like, friends I could just be 100%
Be
myself.
yourself
Cause
with.
like,
Yeah,
I was suffering not being able to just be myself, and I'm like, "Yo, just you got to, bro." Like,
yeah.
social media is like, everybody wants to portray like this. Like, "Yo," like,
I'm this and that.
yeah,
When
like,
yeah.
yeah, fucking
But didn't you had a video about masks, right?
mhm,
Your
yeah,
first video.
yeah, why you shouldn't trip about being alone? Yeah, about
Yeah,
people wearing masks and all that,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like not being their true selves.
Yeah, because you see it all the time. I mean, like, there'd be, like, guys that, like, they or girls, like, it's like sororities, tough, bro, like, sororities, like, alright, fraternities, it's kinda like all that, but it's not compared to sororities, like, sororities, like, you literally have to, like, go through all this much, and then there'll be, like, girls, like, pretend to be happy and have to post, like, these events, smiling, happy,
Yeah,
and, like, sisters and all that, and then, like, and then when you get to see them, like, all it's, like, picture perfect and all that, like, Barbie girl and, like, all that, but when you get to know them, like, I really don't like, all this and that. I don't really like going out as much and, like, doing all these other things, so, like
they're not who they say they are.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
they're like, "But we had to because," and I'm like, "Damn,"
They.
like
What do you mean they have to
because they have to I don't
they have to keep up that image
yeah,
of
they have to keep
themselves?
up that image, yeah, and they're just
That's
like, "Oh,
wild.
yeah," and then, like yeah, like, they wanna have friends. They wanna
Yeah.
have friends. They don't wanna be left alone, especially when you're a freshman. You don't know no one. Like you just come into the game. You just like their mindset is like, you know what? I'm gonna find a group that can benefit me, and I'm gonna just cling on to them.
Mhm.
And then like I'm gonna cling on to them, and then we're gonna be cool because they have things that can benefit me. So I guess that's worth trading like part of my personality, and then
Yeah, they start getting shaped into this
yeah, and then they start
cookie cutter
become
person, yeah.
yeah, and then they start becoming some. They start deviating from who they are, and then it's just like, no,
That's sad.
it is. And then when you follow them, and then by the time you're in the real world, you're like, oh shit, like
You don't know who you are
yeah, like
because those people leave and then you're by yourself.
yeah. I know people that only went to college because like their friends were going to college, and then their parents told them to go to college. College wasn't meant for them, right?
Yeah.
And they probably wanted to do something else, and then by the time they graduate, they're in the office, and then they're just like, "Oh shit, I didn't really want to do this. I just
Mhm.
did it 'cause everyone told me to. Like my parents told me to, and then like my friends are doing it, and then just like
Yeah,
fuck.
but it's your life. Like,
Yeah,
you're the one that has to deal with it, you know?
yeah. And that's what you gotta remember. Like I'm just like my worst fear is just like turning out like when I'm old man. I'm just like fuck.
I didn't do what I wanted to.
Yeah, like I'd shoot my shot, like, I'd literally shoot my shot. If I fail, I fail, like, if
Yeah.
it's at literally at a job application, shoot it. If it's a girl, shoot it. If it's, like, fucking, like, asking a question, they're like, Are you open?" Some people are scared to even go up to a person and ask, like, "Hey, are you open?" Or
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
like, crazy, like, some people you just shoot your shot, like, you can't just keep, um, hit.
Regret will eat you fucking alive if you don't do it.
Yeah, because, like, I started, like, just not like, at this age, I, like, look back as a kid. I mean, I'm not older than, but I look back as a kid, I'm like, "Yo, man, I miss being a kid," like,
I
just
do too. Believe me,
yeah,
that shit doesn't end
yeah, and
like
we're
your
still
whole
kids,
life.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we're still young as fuck, and
Yeah.
then imagine when you're, like, in a retirement home, and you're like, "Fuck, man, I wish I was still in my 20s," like, there's an old man, his name is Simpson, like, he used to tell me, "Yo, if I was 20, I'd kick your ass," and it's just like we party together, like, he's always just telling me about it. I also like talking to older people too.
Yeah.
Like, I like hanging with, older people because it's just, like, perspective. Because like, I like learning, I like absorbing. Like, sometimes if I'm not talking, I'll, like,
You
literally
listen. Yeah. Yeah.
I listen, I absorb because I like just being up here in my head.
Yeah. But it, like, to me, age is just,
It's just a number.
it's, yeah. Because I've learned things from you and you're younger than me.
Yeah.
But some guys would be like, oh, he's a kid. Like, what the fuck does he know
Oh,
about the
yeah.
world, you know? But like,
Yeah.
if you come in with that mentality, you're never going to learn anything from anybody because
Exactly.
you think you know everything. Like, I sit with you. I'm not underestimating you. I'm just trying to learn who you are.
Yeah, yeah.
And the more I learn, I pick up shit like the Phoenix mentality and just meditating. Like, now I want to try that shit when I wake up.
Yeah.
Because when I wake up, I grab my phone right away. And I'm
Yo,
just
his
like,
phones is
yeah, I'm
that
just like checking, like, oh, who messaged me?
yeah.
Like, what am I doing today? And then you lose track of time. And now it's time for work. You go to work, you come back home, you're doing other shit like the podcast. And then you never have a moment to yourself to
Mhm.
just maybe if I would have started the day, like, what do I want to accomplish today? Who am I? Who do I want to be?
Yeah.
Then maybe that day would completely be different if I did that. So I learned that from you, just sitting here talking to you. And how old are you? 22?
Dead.
Yeah. So like I'm 28. Like I learned something from somebody who's younger than me, 6 years younger than me, right?
Yeah,
I've lived 6 years more than you,
yeah,
did 6 years worth of shit more than you, yet I still learned something from you.
yeah,
So age is
yeah,
age.
yeah, it's like yeah,
Yeah.
it's just experiences at this point, to be
Yeah, like
honest.
before this, I sat with my dad and his friend. We
Mhm,
went to get breakfast, and I'm just like you said, like you're just listening.
mhm,
And there's things that I said that his friend was like, "Oh, like let me work with you on that,
mhm,
and then we like you could help me out." Or he said some stuff that I'm like, "Wow, that's really good advice."
yeah,
So it goes both ways
yeah,
if you're willing to open that fucking
yeah,
mentality.
yeah, it
Yeah,
exactly, bro, because no one has the answers. Life is
yeah,
yeah, life is kinda like it's simple at in a way that, like, if you just do what you gotta do, then you'll get the things in life, like, kinda, and then, but it's also difficult where you just don't always have the answers.
yeah. It's different situations, different lifestyles, and you learn from people. That's why I started this, just so I could sit down,
Mhm.
talk to somebody that I find interesting and that
Yeah.
I could learn something from. And I love doing this, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I could tell. I watched a couple of your videos. I'm like, "Oh, damn,
Yeah, like
you're a good host."
some girl, she got mad at me and she told me, she's like, "Oh, well, you only get like 10 views on your video." I'm like, "I don't."
Yeah,
So
who gives a
like,
fuck?
I had Carlos on here. He got 200 and something, and then he
Yeah,
got like 300 in one day. So it's like, you never know.
yeah,
Some things resonate better with others, and I just like doing it. I'm not doing it because of the people,
yeah,
like the views. I like that people watch it. And you said like, if
mhm,
one person connects to it, it's good.
yeah.
But I just like doing it.
Because at the end of the day, bro, if you got $1,000,000 and whatever, we all going to die. We all heading to the same spot in the
Yeah,
end.
you can't take it with you.
You might as well just live the life that you want to live. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, you're gonna end it. Like, yeah, you laugh all you will, but like, I'm living a more authentic life than you are.
Yeah,
At the end of the day,
yeah.
yeah.
Because
So
some people don't do it, and like you said, like when you at the end when you're 40, one day I guarantee you, you're gonna be sitting somewhere with kids, and
give
you're gonna be
a fuck.
thinking back, like, did I do everything that I wanted to do? And you might as well think about it now and be like, I want to do everything I want to do.
Yeah, and yeah, just
Then
do.
regret it at that moment where you're just sitting there like, fuck, I should have done that.
Yeah, be true to yourself. Like, don't fucking waste your time with like people who don't want to benefit you or
Shoot your fucking shot.
yeah, literally. And then it's okay to be like by yourself shooting your shot.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants like a fucking relationship. Everybody wants to be fucking all this and that. Like it's okay, bro. Like just be,
All in it's good time.
yeah, it's all in good time
Yeah.
because like bro, like if you just do what you gotta do, be authentic, it's all gonna be good. That's really how I think about life. Like if you just do what you gotta do and just be good to yourself and all that, you'll be happy and all that. And of course, like life's gonna hit you with a lot of things in life,
Hmm.
but it's up to you to just adapt to that whole Phoenix mentality. Like, because you're not gonna. It's not that. It's because you're gonna fall again. It's not like, oh, okay, I learned my lesson. I'm perfect. I'm never gonna
It's
fall
gonna be
for that
good.
again.
Yeah, everything's gonna be good
Yeah, it's
now.
gonna. You gotta realize that it's gonna happen again, and you just like get wiser. Because yeah, because what probably affected you when you were like what, like 6 years old, people calling you poopy pants. If someone would call you poopy pants now, would you care?
No.
No. Okay, so like,
Yeah, but it was detrimental back then. Like,
yeah,
fuck, you call me
yeah,
poopy pants. I can't get over it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like the same thing when
Hmm.
you're like early, like by the time you're in the retirement home, about to go out, you're just like, I don't give a fuck. You're like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
That's crazy.
yeah, that's how I like to see it, and just being authentic, being free, because freedom is like,
That's
like,
the
yeah,
that's your yeah.
that's like my bread and butter, like that, and just vibing, expressing, because
You,
I like being the best version of myself.
you're young, man. Like, all I could say to you is keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I always said, like, you always seem like a deep thinker. Now I know you are,
Yeah,
and it's like, if you keep going on this, you're gonna achieve great things.
appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been thinking since I was a kid.
We all want to be great. That's the thing.
Yeah,
But most people are. Some people are too scared,
yeah,
and they never, like you said, shoot their fucking shot.
yeah. They just never drift away too. Like, just do it. Like, what you
Yeah.
got to lose? As long as it's not hurting nobody. Like, I'm not saying like go kill somebody. Like, shoot your shot. Like, go. Fuck. I'm gonna just stab
Yeah,
my
just
manager.
you're motivating some serial killer right now. He's like, yeah,
Yeah,
you know what? I will kill
yeah.
somebody.
You know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Shoot my shot. Stab your fucking manager in the neck.
Racine
Nah.
said, shoot my shot, so I'm gonna go fucking
Yeah.
kill this bitch at
Uh,
Dairy Queen.
yeah. Type shit. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck it, man. I mean, you got one life. Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the fun thing about life is that you never know what's gonna happen.
You could die. Dude, they took a mole off,
Hmm?
and for 2 weeks, I thought I had cancer. Dude,
Damn.
I was like, I have cancer. I have cancer. I couldn't
Fuck.
get that shit out of my head. I'm like thinking, like, what if it like spread? What if I'm gonna die in a month?
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, dude.
Like, so lab came back. They said it was like non-cancerous or whatever. They
Uh-huh.
still want to take it off. So I'm like, all right, take it off. But it showed me that this thing is so fragile.
Yeah.
Life is so fucking fragile. Like, one moment you think you're good, the next moment you're fucking, you think you're gonna die.
Yeah. Type
So
shit.
yeah, and you're
One of my
like,
managers died. I just found out she died yesterday.
yeah, see, like,
Yeah.
you only get one of these fucking things, and if you don't do whatever you want,
I'm not gonna live it. I'm not gonna waste it living somebody else's life, like idea of my life. Fuck that.
yeah. Usually, recently I've been like paying attention to when I'm happy.
Yeah. You got to. Yeah. When you're happy, definitely just like, oh yeah,
Like, you gotta live in that moment. Like, you're like, okay, like this is a good moment in my life. Like,
mhm,
stop thinking about the past or the future. Like, just think about this moment right here.
mhm,
Like, last night we were at my girl's stepdad's birthday,
mhm,
and we were all laughing because the candle kept blowing out,
mhm.
and we were laughing. I'm like, pay attention to this moment right here,
Yeah, type shit.
because like everybody here is happy. You're happy.
Mhm.
Just living here, and what else comes, and what happened.
Yeah,
Just
just
felt
literally
good.
live in the moment, yeah. And
Yeah,
then if it's down bad, and if you're down bad, don't think it's the end of the world
yeah.
because
Just
yeah, because pain I think is the best teacher. Pain is a teacher.
oh yeah, you'll learn your fucking lesson
Yeah.
pretty fucking quick.
I learned my lesson. I used to think I was invincible because like I had a reputation of being like a lucky guy, and then pain said, "Yo, let me teach this nigga one something. Let me just teach him a little something." And then I learned my. That's why I guess why I started developing to be more mature and all that.
You're premature for 22.
Yeah, but I can act like a fucking goofball though.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, the thing is, I feel like I gave good advice, but I don't follow it sometimes.
Most people don't.
Yeah,
I'll give you advice and then I'll fucking like we
yeah,
were talking about credit cards with my dad's friend, and I was like, "Yeah, you're only supposed to use 30% of the whole thing." He goes, "Yeah, that's really good advice." And I was like, "I'm like at 85. Like I max those bitches out all
yeah,
the time." And
yeah,
then I'm like fucking paying him off, but like I'm giving him advice about good credit. My dumb ass
yeah,
is out here maxing
yeah,
my
type
shit out
shit.
for dumb shit like I don't know, new fucking light or whatever.
Yeah, no, for real, type shit. I don't know why. It's just I think it's just funny.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as shooting my shots, this is the biggest shot I ever shot.
Yeah, no, I fuck with it. Like I remember seeing it on a video. I'm like, oh damn, like
Yeah.
this is dope.
Is it different seeing
Y-
it on video and
Yeah,
being out
no,
here?
yeah. I fucks with vibes. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I wanna especially with the YouTube, I wanna do get like my own little set like this, like how you got it,
Mhm.
because like recording the audio is like for me, I feel like for me to give my best work, I gotta be as expressive as I can be,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be too loud though. So like I'm like, oh shit.
Here or at your
When we were
Oh,
recording,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
at
yeah.
our spot, yeah, and then but but if I like it, you have like your own little island here. I fucks with it.
It's a little room. Yeah, the closer you could get it, the better. 'Cause
Yeah, that's the XV shit. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, any advice that you need, hit
yeah.
me up and I'll
But I always
yeah.
like learning.
Yeah.
I like asking people questions, just like talking because I learned some, even if it's about some stupid shit. I just absorb and just put it in my data bank, and then because my mind's very active all the time.
I'm telling you, man, with that mentality, you're gonna go fucking places.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna look one day I'm gonna see you somewhere and be like, I know that guy.
Oh yeah,
Like
hopefully,
that
yeah, God bless.
motherfucker.
Yeah, God, yeah, that's what my
Just
one
put
of my
in
professors says too. But
yeah.
I'm just enjoying the moment right
Well,
now.
yeah, there's been moments in my life when people are like, "Oh, like you can do a lot," and it
Mhm.
feels weird when somebody tells you that because for me it was always like, "Oh, there's a little pressure with that,"
Mhm.
because now they're setting you up for that.
Mhm.
But like people when they see it in you, not a lot of people have that, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's compliment. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I like it. Like, cause I definitely because of your hosting skills. Cause like I'm not trying to throw any shade, but I know some guys that like throw like that have their own little podcast and they just like talk and they don't let the guest talk. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
No, it's honestly like for them maybe they're learning because
yeah,
I had to learn not to talk over people and just listen because there's some guests that there has been episodes where I talk the whole time and they're just
mm,
kind of sitting there and like I want the criticism from people. Like my
yeah,
girlfriend will be like, you talk the whole time, you didn't even let the person talk."
yeah. That's the real one.
So
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, so like I get them back and then I let just but you got to learn that. And
yeah,
I don't know shit about podcasting. I thought
yeah,
the
yeah.
first time I
Definitely.
saw Joe Rogan's thing, I was like, "Oh, that's easy. They just talk."
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it's not.
There's
Like
no
you
manual
gotta
for
ask
this shit.
questions, you gotta
Yeah.
like make it entertaining while also being interested. So like I
Yeah.
just kind of let you talk and you did great. Like you're just
Yeah.
talking.
I was nervous as fuck coming in, like, I ain't gonna
You look
cap.
nervous. When I first saw
Yeah.
you there, I was like, okay. But that's everybody.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, "Damn, bro, let me not stutter, man." Like, "Oh, shit." Like, I'm like, "Man, let me
I
make
mean
sure I don't
Carlos is a
stu."
pro now.
Yeah, I saw Carlos. I'm like, well, I watched the one with Carlos, both videos. I'm like, Carlos is just chilling. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I hope I could be chilling too. I was like, man, maybe I need a little something before I come in. And I'm like, nah.
That's the first episodes I shot, I would drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to get drunk because I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. And even then I sounded like tight and like not myself.
Yeah.
And being alone is way harder than being with somebody because I could bounce off you.
Mhm.
But just being like alone, way
Yeah.
harder. And those episodes you could tell people don't connect with because I'm still learning how to talk
I saw
by
the episode
myself.
with you and yourself.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
and
yeah. See, it's like my boy texted me. He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't understand this shit." I'm like, "Yeah, like, I'm like, honestly, they're not all gonna be tens, bro. Like, this one's a one. I promise you, the next one's gonna be 10." But I'm like,
yeah.
it's experimenting for me.
Yeah,
You know what I
no,
mean?
yeah, he's
Like,
got to
yeah.
experiment, yeah.
So like,
Shoot your shot.
yeah, like
It
shoot your fucking shot.
yeah.
And that whole like learning how to like duplicate myself, that was hard in itself.
And you did it. This is
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah.
No.
So now I know how to do that, but I wouldn't get there unless I fucking tried it at least.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
is it embarrassing sometimes when your friends are like, you sound like an idiot, or you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, it
Fucking
sucks, but
cringy.
like, I tell them, I'm like, tell me exactly how you feel. Don't tell me it's a
Yeah.
good episode. Like, I know when it's a good episode. I need to know what's bad so I can make it a better
Yeah, that's
episode.
the yeah,
Yeah.
that's very important. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what your girl, like, that was, like, some good ass criticism because
Yeah.
I'd want the same thing too because
My
nothing
girl and my sister.
yeah,
Yeah.
really.
They just fucking relentless sometimes.
Yeah, oh, yeah, my sister's fucking stone hearted. Like, I love you. I love you, but damn, she could get on my ass.
Yeah, my sister was here, and then I'm like, oh, now I get to critique you, and then she's
Yeah.
like, fuck you, because she'll message me. She's like, the audio sucks or this,
Oh, yeah.
and I get it's coming from a like she wants to see me better
Mhm.
because they see how much work I put into these things. Like I'm
Yeah.
up late
Mhm.
after work just doing this shit,
Yeah.
and
'Cause it helps you in the long run.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I learned how to like edit sound, make videos, and market a brand, and all that shit just comes from something I'm passionate about.
Yeah, and, the truth is very important. Like, just keeping it 100 a buck, like, if you
Yeah,
don't think my thing is, like, much is good, just tell me. I'm like, "Oh, okay, then what can I do?" Conversation, like, some people be so scared to, like, hurt your feelings,
yeah,
I'm not really gonna get my feelings hurt, like, if you, like just tell me, like, just make sure that I'm aware. I'd rather be aware of it and
yeah.
then not aware, and then you just like, "Oh, I don't wanna hurt his feelings."
Yeah, it's like something in your teeth.
Yeah.
Like you could walk around, at least like tell me.
Mhm.
It's a little embarrassing because you're like, fuck, I have something in my teeth, but at least you take it out instead of walking around everywhere with something in your fucking teeth and nobody wants to tell you anything because they don't want to be rude.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
why, like, I feel like how some girls, or, like, some guys, hurt other people because 'cause they're like, "Oh, I don't like her or him, but I don't wanna tell them,
mm,
so I don't wanna hurt their feelings, so I'm just,
yeah.
uh, just
Beat
tell
around
the"
the bush, and
yeah,
then
just
these people
tell the
get
nigga,
yeah,
man, like, I don't get my feelings hurt, so, like, I don't so I can't really speak for everybody, but I would rather just have, like, the fucking truth, like,
be
"Yo,
straightforward.
yeah," I'm
Yeah,
like, "Ah, okay." Then I feel relieved. I feel relieved. I'm like, "Oh, okay." And,
got it over with.
some people, believe it or not, I was even surprised that they rather just have the lie. They rather just be lied to, and then
That's
it's
that's a whole
sad.
different fucking set of problems there.
Yeah, I swear, like, it's crazy. You're just like, "Fuck," 'cause I'm not used to, like there's some things that I thought was, like, common sense, but it's not.
Mm.
It's really not. Like, there's so many types of people out there. There's
That's why I think age is just a number. You meet people that are older that live lies and
yeah.
they never have the mentality till maybe later.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fucking I know fucking like, I love Swoozie and all that, but, like, um, shit, I just found out he was 40, and I'm like, "Oh, shit." Like, I've been watching it I'm starting doing the math, like, I've been watching it since, like, middle school. I'm like, "Oh, shit, I'm in my 20s now." I'm like, "Fuck, damn."
That's a lot of years.
Yeah.
He's still doing it? Still
Yeah.
does it?
Yeah, and but it's like he's like, I think he's 30. I think,
Shit.
like, the way he's telling it, I think he's 30, you know? Like, I thought he was 30, but, like, no, he's just, like, still,
Dude, I don't want to get old, man.
I don't I feel like I can never get old. I mean, even when I'm old, I feel like I still be just kinda, like
Yourself?
yeah, just, like, still kinda childish and, like, curious. Cause like, if you look at me now, like, uh, I've been told people tell me that I look like fucking 12, like, 16 or something, like,
You look
they
young. You look young,
yeah.
but I wouldn't like when you talk to you, you
Yeah.
could tell you're not a kid.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
hell no.
yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes some of the shit I do, like, it's, like, childish, but, like, yeah, no, and that's why when I'm 40, I think I'll probably be, like, what, more wrinkly or whatever, and then
Yeah. But you'll still be yourself,
yeah,
like,
I still be,
yeah.
like curious and still asking questions, still pretty sociable and.
Yeah, I mean, right now I feel old because
Mhm.
like my girl and I were looking for a house,
Mhm.
and you're talking mortgages, you're talking about like all this like financial shit,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's like I just want a house so I could like make a cooler
Yeah.
podcast studio.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're a child. Like that's what you're thinking about, like your PlayStation and all
Yeah.
these cameras and lights." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
There's
like
nothing wrong with being a
as long as
kid.
I'm paying for the motherfucker, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do whatever I want." And she's
Yeah.
like, "So you'll always be young at heart."
Yeah.
For me, I'll always be like, I'm never gonna be like, "Oh fuck those," like an old head,
Yeah.
like "Oh fuck these new rappers" or whatever. Like I'm
Yeah.
always gonna at least try to fuck with it
Yeah,
before I talk
too
shit.
much hate on my niggas, man. Like especially at this upcoming video we're working out with like how rap's gonna be in the future. We literally talk about like that whole little thing about like how like old heads are like, yo, this nigga's wearing a purse. Like back in my day,
Yeah,
Nas would never, 50 would never, Ja Rule would never mumbling hubba hubba hubba
yeah.
no, that's what we talk about, and then like in the video too. Later on in the video, we're gonna talk about like how we think
You're
like
gonna
when
be.
no that the kids after us like when we're like oh that like by the time like I'm 40, 30, and like hating on their raps like how it's gonna be because if people think it's like weird with the dyed hair, rainbow hair and stuff, I feel like it's gonna get weirder, bro. Like I feel like it's gonna be so much more capping.
Uh, I don't know. Maybe I'm not that old though, cause like I
Yeah.
fuck with Lil Uzi.
Yeah, you're like we're like in the same age group.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we went to Lala and he was there.
yeah, you're like the
Shit
same
was
age as
wild.
Lil Uzi too. So
Oh really?
yeah, Uzi's like I think 27. Yeah,
27.
yeah. So yeah, and Lil Baby in them. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, I fuck with them, but like, there's guys that I know that are like, I don't listen to that shit. Like, what the fuck? It's like,
yeah,
oh, and I found like, have you even tried listening to these motherfuckers? Because if you haven't,
yeah.
then shut the fuck up, because you don't know what you're talking
They're
about.
goated,
Yeah,
man.
like there's some songs are good. Like, I know people hate 6ix9ine, and I hate 6ix9ine on social media, but when
Yeah,
I'm working out
yeah. I ain't
and
gonna
like I
cap.
get a couple songs of his, I'm going hard.
Yeah,
You
I
know
ain't
what I
gonna
mean?
cap.
Like,
Kudo is
yeah,
kind of crazy. I'll give him that.
yeah,
Yeah,
fucking the beat
yeah.
is what I
I
need
give
at
him
that
that.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll,
He's really raw.
all the extra shit, like I can't deal with.
Yeah,
But like,
the the pretend gangster, bro. I mean, I don't know if like when he came out, he just came out brave. Like I was
have
like, oh shit. I mean,
you seen the documentary on Hulu?
hell no.
Watch it.
Really? I don't know.
Believe me, you'll get a different perspective of who he was or
I
why
feel
he
like I'm
does
just
that
like
shit.
like that. It's like
It's a tough watch though. Like I was
yeah,
like, the half the time I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this shit?
yeah.
But
I
there's
feel like
nothing else to watch.
I feel like I had to look around. Like, damn. I hope nobody sees me watching this shit now. It's like a guilty pleasure, I guess. Now, like if you do that, like
I watched it and we were at my girl's place and she's like, I'm going to bed. Fuck this. Like, what are you watching? I'm like,
yeah,
You know what? Go to bed. Because you always fall asleep anyway. So I'm like,
yeah.
fucking, I watched the whole thing and I was like, huh, now I know why he's a troll on it. It
Really,
shows why he did the things
really.
he did. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
oh. I mean, he's rich now. I mean, I can't really hate on him.
If it works, like people could tell
Yeah,
you
yeah.
this
50
and
is
that.
probably one of the best trolls. But
50 was,
yeah, it's because he also came from a generation where like you could say whatever the fuck you want
it's
and not
beef. Yeah.
yeah, you say whatever the fuck you want and then not get canceled like so.
Now it's hard.
Yeah, that when I was doing the fucking like when I started first recording, I was like, damn, bro, let me not say nothing too crazy because yeah, I don't want nobody to get mad at me.
Same, same.
Yeah.
We were doing a podcast and I said a rape joke.
Mhm.
All I said was like we were talking about rape and we established that like rape is bad, right? Like you're
Yeah.
not gonna guys who rape are fucking
Yeah.
pieces of shit,
100%.
yeah.
100%.
So all I said was there was this girl I used to like
Mhm.
and I shot my shot and she denied me.
Mhm.
And I made it clear because I winked at her. She was walking by me. I
Mhm.
winked at her and she made this face. And I was like, oh, my fucking eye. There's something in my eye. And we both started laughing, like me and the guest. I'm
Mhm.
like, I probably should have just raped her. And I said it like as a
Yeah.
joke,
Yeah.
but somebody commented, like, you're a fucking father. Like, how dare you say that shit? And
Yeah.
they try to call my job.
Oh,
And my boss, like, hey, I'm getting a call from this lady saying, like, you made some rape
really?
comment on YouTube. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, okay, like it was a
Yeah.
joke. I'm like, you
Yeah.
watched, like my boss watches the podcast. I'm like, watch that
Yeah.
episode and tell me if I did anything wrong. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. So he watches. He's like, that bitch is batshit crazy. Like, it was a
Damn,
joke.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So people will come after you, and it was literally like the video got
Damn.
like 50 views, and there's one person out of those 50. So
Just came for your
I could
neck.
see why you could be cautious in this
Yeah,
world, because there's somebody ready to
bro.
complain about it.
Yeah, bro. Damn. Yeah, I see it. Damn.
Yeah, that's just crazy,
That'd
right?
be like, whoa, slow down there, bucko.
I was
Like,
like, I thought I was gonna get fired. I was like, shit.
yeah, damn.
So then you stay like in the back of my head. I'm like, oh, don't say that. Like,
Yeah,
don't.
I've like personally, I have like troubles like saying like, do I want to say the word nigga or not? Like, do I? I'm like, oh shit. And then there was one time I was recording, like I said, I'm like a white person, I'm thinking like I said it just like how a white person would say, nigga, like it,
Yeah.
because I get so nervous, like, do I say it or not? But I'm just like, fuck. So just like I just like it's hard to know because I don't really, we don't really 'cause since we're like new, we don't really have that identity, that specific identity
hmm
yet. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out.
But
Like,
just say it. I think the best thing you could do is like
yeah, just say it, yeah,
just say what you mean, and
yeah. Because I watch guys like Long Beach Griffey or like RDC World, and they're at the top of their doing because they're who they are.
yeah, they don't censor themselves for anybody. It's like, okay, you're gonna cancel me. Like, there's somebody that will listen.
Yeah, and Long Beach Griffey, like if he's not canceled, like he's probably the like guys like him, like good that like he says whatever the fuck he wants and it's super controversial,
Yeah,
super, but he doesn't give a fuck. I mean,
yeah.
he has like what 1.8 million views or something. One point
Jesus.
something. Yeah, he's a big he's big and like I see him all over the spot and like he'll say like the most like the things that like you're like oh shit yeah
My bad.
you good
Okay.
yeah you're just like oh shit like damn that's crazy but and he's still successful
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta be yourself,
yeah
and I think that was the subject of this episode.
yeah thanks for having me it's been
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to end it because that camera's gonna die out any
yeah
second now.
yeah
But thanks for coming in, man.
thanks for having me
Your
man.
mentality,
Yeah,
keep going with that.
appreciate it.
You'll make a lot of friends, and you'll make a lot of whatever you want.
Yeah,
Whatever it's money, success, happiness. With that mentality,
yeah, thanks.
yeah,
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully when we look at this, like, what, couple years from now, I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh,
I'm
yeah."
excited to look back and
Yeah,
see who the people that came on here
yeah,
become, and just maybe have them back on. Because
yeah,
if you see over there, it says 1,000 episodes.
yeah, whoa,
Like,
yeah.
that's my goal.
When'd you
1,000
start?
episodes 2 years ago.
Oh, damn.
But one episode per week, that means 50 episodes per year if I do one
Yeah,
every week. So 1,000 episodes is gonna take me like 10 years.
yeah,
So it's gonna be a while.
damn.
It's gonna be a while. So I look at that, I'm like, all right, like, keep hustling, keep working,
That's raw.
and yeah,
Fuck
we'll
yeah.
have you back on next time. We'll have you and Carlos on.
Alright,
I'll have
bet.
that set up so
Yeah, bet.
you boys can come in here and we'll take shots or something.
Alright, yeah,
Get rowdy. Fuck it, okay.
yeah,
All right. Well, thank you for coming in.
thanks.
Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.